even to pick up those new wheels. Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
From the 97.9 WGBW newsroom, I'm Stuart J. Waddles with this local news update. City Hall was crowded last night. Dozens of short-term rental owners and neighbors showed up to have their voices heard on the proposed changes to the city's short-term rental rules. It wasn't just Packer Party house owners objecting. One Green Bay resident told the commission the 180-day cap and the double fees will hurt real Green Bay families, like cleaners, handymen, and lawn care workers. Another speaker said the short-term rentals are driving up housing costs, making it harder for long-term residents to stay in their homes. Public comment started at about 7 last night. It was still going strong at about 10:30. Downtown Green Bay will look a lot like an authentic German street fair this week. The Chris Kindle Market on Broadway opens Thursday night. The German-style holiday street market brings a festive and unique holiday gift-buying experience to the heart of downtown. You can rent a heated igloo atop the Herkman Mechanical Building for a bird's-eye view of the lights or take part in one of the many workshops. The market runs on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays through December 20th, except for Thanksgiving Day. Weird Al is coming to Green Bay. Known for his parodies of Michael Jackson, Madonna, and Nirvana, the Grammy-winning Weird Al will stop at the Resch Center as part of his Bigger and Weirder tour. He's also got a show scheduled at the Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. Tickets for the October 16th show go on sale Friday. News at the top and bottom of the hour all day and on demand anytime at WG.
Broadcasting live from the Civic Media Studios in Green Bay, this is Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba, your inside source on everything entertainment from Wisconsin to Hollywood.
Whatever gets you through the night, it's all right.
And now, a guy who writes checks his mouth can't cash, Pete Schwaba.
Hey, welcome to Nite Lite, Wisconsin. How are we doing today? Oh, it is great to have you. It is a Tuesday night. We are broadcasting, as you just heard, from downtown Green Bay. It is a gorgeous, if not a bit chilly night here. Still getting used to this, coming on an hour early. And it does not feel, it feels like I should still be making coffee, Conrad. I'm not sure I'm supposed to be on the air yet, but I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
Yeah, you're just where you need to be.
This was all you're doing, too. You begged them to put us on an hour early, and they caved.
That's
That's the kind of negotiating skills you have. That is the voice of Nite Lite producer Conrad Krieger. Great show tonight, folks. Glad you're here. As I mentioned, we are here at our new start time of 5 o'clock, and it's kind of like happy hour because it's like a bonus hour. And you know that old phrase, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. If it's 5 o'clock somewhere, it's definitely 5 o'clock in Wisconsin. So it's kind of happy hour. Are you a happy hour guy, Con? Do you go to happy hour?
I mean, on the weekends, I guess.
Isn't happy hour just a weekday thing?
No, I went to, was it 2 weeks ago? I went to Anduzzi's. And
Oh, yeah.
On Sunday, they have a happy hour that lasts all day, pretty much. And it's buy one, get one. Buy one, get one, domestic beers. And
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself there.
Did you? Did you have a couple of those?
I had a couple.
Domestic
I had a
beers?
couple brews.
Nothing wrong with that. I used to go all the time. It used to be a big deal, like happy hour. It started typically at 4 o'clock, and you could go in there, and it's pretty much like when you're in college anyway, that's your whole night. I mean, you start drinking at 4 o'clock as a 20-year-old kid, and it's over,
And then the next day, you don't even feel that bad. You can, all right, are you
That's
guys ready?
true.
Are you guys ready to do it again today?
You have better recovery. Exactly.
Yeah, now I don't feel like doing that.
Yeah, I don't really either. Even this is so funny. It's like now when I party in my life, it's non-alcoholic beer in a movie at home. Like it is so like 21-year-old Pete would be so upset with me. It's terrible.
I'm only 26, so I still like to have fun with my friends out on a bar night.
Yeah, and that's okay to admit. This is happy hour. How often do you get loaded?
Actually, not that much.
Okay.
I definitely, I realized how much weight is easily gained when you drink that much
Right.
in college. So I definitely toned down on it.
I think I got to a point probably in my early 30s where I'm like, why am I doing shots? I like to have a drink, but when you're doing shots, you're just like on a mission. It's like, I want to get drunk fast and I don't want to remember anything. Like, where is the, and there are like, some shots that are worse than others. I know they're like Jägermeisters and they're like, there was a really kind of a lightweight one that sort of tasted good. It was like a lemon lime shot. I can't remember. Kamikaze, maybe?
I know it. It's a lemon drop?
No, I've heard of that. I've heard of lemon drop martinis.
Well, I'm talking about just a shot. And the lemon drops it just tastes like juice. And that's not good with the shot.
Not good either. I love it when you go to Marinette to a bar to have like a Bloody Mary, like on a Saturday or Sunday morning or whenever, any day of the week, is it's 5:00 in Marinette. They give you a Bloody Mary, and the Bloody Marys are usually really good. And then they give you a chaser. You heard of this?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But the chaser is like the size of a real beer. It's like 8 ounces of a chaser.
That's the best part.
What do you need a chaser for Bloody Mary for?
I mean, all right, for me, I don't like Bloody Marys at all because I don't like tomato juice.
I like them.
So
I
will have I'll drink the chaser.
And then throw out the Bloody
one of my friends will have a Bloody Mary, and then I'll take the chaser.
It's a big chaser. It's not like 2 ounces.
Because it always has to be a spotted cow chaser.
Well, that's a pretty lofty chaser. But it's like, do the Bloody Mary, shotgun a beer. There's your chaser. You might as well.
Beer, okay.
It's a fun night here, folks. It is a Tuesday here at Nite Lite. We have a great show. Lots of great guests tonight. We got a really fun question. We're going to talk about just a couple of issues that are happening here in Wisconsin that I thought were interesting that I saw in the news today. So we'll discuss that. And Conrad's going to give us a little Packer update in a few minutes. But fun show. Frank Hermans is here at 5:35. The legendary Wisconsin performer from Let Me Be Frank Productions, Frank Hermans. He's going to be here to tell us all about his new Christmas show, which opens at the beautiful Meyer Theater November 28th. And he will be here in studio. Always fun when Frank comes by. Then Ellie Bordeaux from Up North News will be here at 6:35. We will get introduced to Ellie. It's her first time on Nite Lite, and she writes some really cool articles. Did you know who created Up North News?
Pat Kreitlow.
It's our buddy Pat Kreitlow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
Bang
news
up
source.
job. Really is. I love the way they present the news. It's like true and it's great. And the stories, somehow they put on like, I don't know, it just is a different feel. There's nothing toxic about it. It's just great. So we'll talk to Ellie at 6:35 and get to know her a little bit. And then our pal Rob Thomas, really outstanding Madison film critic and CityCast Madison newsletter editor, will be here at 7:20 to talk movies. Rob has seen a lot of stuff I haven't seen, as usual. He gets these, he's a critic. He gets these inside scoops and gets these early viewings. So he's already seen Wicked, the new Wicked, which opens Friday. I forgot to ask him if he saw Relay, that movie I saw this past weekend at home. And I think he's seen The Running Man. He's seen Pluribus. Yeah. We're going to talk about all these new great, new great content that's out there. So we'll do all of that. What did you think about? I shared that article with you about the move over law.
Yes. I mean, I'm totally, you should definitely. All right, well first.
It's common sense, right?
First, you should explain it.
Well, the move over law is, there's already a law in place, as I understand it, for emergency vehicles. Like if there are emergency vehicles pulled over, you have to go into the other lane, police, ambulances, whatever. Yeah. But now they're trying to amend that and say that if a car is pulled over, you should get out of the way. And I agree with that too, because somebody could be changing a tire, whatever. But to me, it's, if you're going to pass a law, sure. But that's common sense. I get over anyway. I would never want to risk hitting someone. It seems strange that we need a law for that. But
I mean, whenever I'm driving on the highway and I see someone on the side, I see people in front of me going over too. So I feel like a lot of people do the same thing.
Well, on this video, I think it was on the WBAY news site, they had a video of like this big dump truck that didn't pull over. It's like, what? Or tried to pull over, and the car next to the dump truck wouldn't let it in. Was something like that, but it's horribly dangerous. And I thought this struck a nerve with me because I drive an hour each way to get here and back every day. So to me, it's just a no-brainer. And a lot of people listening right now are probably in their cars. So slow down, folks. And if you can, get over. It takes nothing to move over. And you could, people die. Like a lot of people die every year from that.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Nice car reference.
Thank you.
Yeah.
When you're merging onto the highway,
Yeah.
and that car in that lane is not going to the left lane when they're in the right one.
Right.
And you're trying to merge onto the highway. Like, all right, now I have to slow down, and I just got up to speed. And they're like, nope, I'm just doing my thing over here. That grinds my gears.
However, you are the one merging. You have to go around them. I mean, common courtesy says, yes, they should move over. If I see someone entering, I typically move over if I can.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, the guy merging or the girl merging, you have to slow down and adjust to traffic.
Okay, so the last time it did happen, the highway was wide open. That was the only car.
And the guy was
in
just
sight.
messing with you.
He had to be.
He is probably not a proponent of the move over law. That's all I'm saying.
I see your point, though. If there's someone in the left lane and they're in the right and they can't even get over,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But
Totally.
I don't know. Just grinds my gears sometimes.
Just be nice. Don't be that guy. The other thing I saw that I thought was interesting, here in Wisconsin anyway, sports gambling online is not, and we talk about sports on the show periodically, so I'm not a gambler. Are you? That's a yes.
I used to, like, sports betting. Yes, I used to. I stopped because I was on a streak of not winning.
Really?
So I stopped. And funny story, I follow these really funny comedian like duo on Twitter, Instagram, and all that, and they had the site, and it said free $25 when you sign up.
Sure.
So I signed up and got a free $25, no deposit necessary, and I won $500.
Really?
I deleted the app. I said, "All right, I'm done."
So you walked away 500 ahead.
Yep, and I didn't even deposit.
And you never went back?
Nope.
Oh, see, dude, that's bookies would be out of business, or these companies if everybody knew when to walk away, but they don't, right? I know friends that have gotten in a lot of trouble, but I don't understand, like in Wisconsin, they're getting pushback on online sports betting from conservatives and FanDuel and DraftKings. How do you place a bet if you don't go online? Like, why wouldn't DraftKings want, and I'm a bet, obviously I'm very ignorant about this stuff. Why would they want it not to be legal?
So I guess the only reason this is the only reason I see, and I don't see any other reason besides this, is that all casinos, in Wisconsin, they have their own sports betting, like sports book, there, and it draws people in because they're one of the only places you can actually bet on sports in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So that's the only way I see it, is like affecting casinos now.
So it'll cut into their business.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's
Makes
the
sense.
only reason I see.
It doesn't affect me anyway. Like, it's something I don't have. I mean, I understand why some friends bet on sports. I get it, but it's just something I never wanted to. I feel like I'd want to watch every game then, like in fantasy football or something, and I just don't want to do that.
Yeah, see, I already have too much money in fantasy football, so.
Well, that's gambling, kind of, but it's fun. You get to be a general manager.
Exactly.
All right, so I think it's time, Conrad, that we get to our Nightlight question of the night.
Let's talk about the question.
Okay, question.
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 Pregunta.
Question.
Question.
Hey, I have a question. Questions?
This question.
Domanda. Question.
Question.
Questions.
Here we go. It's Mickey Mouse's birthday. So our question of the night is, who is your favorite animated or Pixar character? I mean, it'd be easy to say Mickey Mouse because Mickey Mouse is sort of like the granddaddy, thanks to Steamboat Willie, animated character, thanks to Walt Disney. But there's so much animation now. There are shows on TV, movies, kids' films. You've got all the Pixar stuff. So you have a lot to choose from here tonight, folks. Who is your favorite animated or Pixar character? 855-752-4842, 855-75-CIVIC. Text us on the text line or drop us a comment on the app. Or if you're watching the radio, let us know and drop us a stream comment. We will read it on the radio. Always more fun when you guys participate. And we've got a lot of good entertainment talk coming up in hour number 2 as well. So we can delve into that. I don't know. I would say, I'm just going to say right away, I'll start us off. Homer.
Oh, yeah.
Homer Simpson is one of my heroes. And then it's a tie. When it comes to Pixar, it's a tie between Woz and Buddy. Woz and Woody and Buzz. Did I say Woz and Buddy?
I got confused for a second. Like, who? I don't think I've heard of them.
I'm so drunk. I'm sorry. Woody and Buzz. What about you?
How about after the break?
Oh, that's a great tease.
Yeah.
Conrad's going to give us his favorite animated or Pixar character after this very short break. So great to have you with me tonight on Nite Lite, folks. It's Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Storm will in time pass away, and the sun again will shine bright and clear. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will
You made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life. You made me so very happy. You made me so very happy, baby. I'm so glad you came into my life. I want to thank you, girl, every day of my life. I want to thank you. You made me so very happy that I want to spend my life thanking you. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Local news and timeless hits, 97.9 WGBW. Eric here. Good evening. If you are looking to get into the holiday spirit, you can do so starting Thursday. The Chris Kindle Market will be opening up in the Broadway District Thursday and Friday nights from 4 until 9. They will not be open for Thanksgiving. And then Saturdays all day, like 9 to 5. It's a good time if you haven't been out there before. Of course, you can get all your, holiday shopping in, and you're supporting local, which is fantastic. But they've also got, music, and you'll see the alpacas there at times and the sled dogs. It's a good time. If you want more information, you can check it out on our community calendar, WGBW.FM. Again, the Chris Kindle Market on Broadway.
Hey, do you want to win free smoothies for a year? It's Amanda with another new Wisco 411. And this weekend, there is a brand new tropical smoothie cafe opening on Military Avenue. And you can help them celebrate their grand opening. The first 50 guests.
Charleston was once the rage. History has turned the page.
Welcome back to Nite Lite. It's only the third time I've ever sang on this show, Con. And I'm trying to get my pipes ready because Frank Hermans is coming in at 5:35.
Are you going to sing some backup?
I do. I practice at home whenever I know Frank is coming in, but he's got a booming voice, man.
Yeah.
That guy's like. So Frank will be here at 5:35. Ellie Bordeaux from Up North News at 6:35, and our pal Rob Thomas, Madison film critic, at 7:20. Our question of the night is: it's Mickey Mouse's birthday. Who is your favorite animated or Pixar character? Let's have some fun. I say Homer. I know I always do this. Like I can't, because I go Homer for out and out comedy, but I go Buzz and Woody for just sort of sweet, feel good movies. So I had trouble kind of figuring out which direction to go in. All right, Con, you've kept us in suspenders here through the break.
Yeah, I'd say it's a tie for my favorite animated, Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
And Bugs Bunny. That's the tie for me, because I can still watch those right now and enjoy them still. When I was a kid, I loved them.
Tom and Jerry, they were the inspiration for Itchy and Scratchy on The Simpsons. And I loved Tom and Jerry, but Bugs Bunny I grew up watching Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
He was like Groucho Marx with a carrot instead of a cigar.
So good.
So good.
Pixar,
All right, that's a good choice.
Pixar, I'd say I really like the Seven Dwarfs growing up.
Seven Dwarfs?
Or no, that's Disney.
Yeah, but
that's what I meant. Or the Pixar and Disney or this, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Seven Dwarfs.
Was that animated?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
I don't think I ever saw that whole movie, even when I was
just
a
like
kid.
the Seven Dwarfs.
Are you saying dwarfs or dwarfs?
Yes.
Because Dwarf is like the Tim Conway character. Dwarf on golf, and he would put his legs through the stage so it looked like he was really short. As a golf fan, you should Google. Oh, you should Google that. It's very funny. Tim Conway was hilarious, but he was Dwarf. I thought you were getting confused.
No.
Before we bring Frank in, and we'll answer a few texts in just a moment, but what is going on with the Packers? They've got.
Well, I mean, so last week we had the injury bug hit us.
Yeah.
Well, the game was happening.
I guess that's where I was going. The running back, Josh Jacobs.
So it's definitely less serious.
Okay.
Than people thought. It's MetLife, so people got scared because a lot of people have torn their ACL there.
It's so unforgivable.
So,
that's how Soldier Field was too. You got these multi-million-dollar athletes. Put some good turf down, or sod, whatever it is.
It happened this year to the Giants, like their star receiver. It happened to him, Malik Neighbors.
Oh, right.
So I don't understand why they'd be like, we should probably take a. It happened to Cam Scadaboo as well. He hurt his ankle really bad.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, is it time to be like, maybe it's us.
Yeah, you spend a little money.
But I think that, next week is against the Vikings.
Right.
So we just got to stop their offense. And obviously, Justin Jefferson.
I do have to say, I know this is not a popular stance here. I know sometimes Packer fans seems like they don't. It seems like they dislike the Vikings even more than the Bears sometimes. But that Viking stadium is beautiful.
Oh, it's one of the best.
That's my favorite. I'm not a huge fan of the Dallas one. SoFi is a little ostentatious. It's got kind of a cool design, but it almost looks too futuristic. Like Minneapolis has that. That's like the perfect indoor stadium because it looks like you're outdoors with that huge window. Love that. That's a gorgeous stadium.
I agree. One of these times I want to go out there and go to that stadium.
All right, give us an update too, if you would, on Giannis. I know Giannis is struggling a bit.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
He strained his groin last night, I believe. So he is out for it's 1 to 2 weeks. So,
right.
But without Giannis, it's like the Bucks.
They're in trouble.
They just got the signing of Miles Turner.
Yeah,
who was supposed to help him out a lot, but he hasn't done much this year. He's paid a lot of money too, and averaging probably around 12 points.
That's kind of affect your viewership too. If Giannis is not playing,
oh yeah,
people are like, "Oh, I'll turn on this Golden Girls reunion show." I don't know. You still watch them if you're a diehard, but
yeah.
All right, let's go to the text line here or social media responses for our question of the night. In honor of Mickey Mouse's birthday, who is your favorite animated or Pixar character? Matt Harper, Green Bay rock rap artist. Love Matt. Says Eric Cartman from South Park. I forgot about Cartman. He's awesome. That's a great one, Matt. Paula Krieger, Conrad's mom. Lilo and Stitch. Great choice, Paula. Outstanding. Jenny Brand on the social media on our Facebook feed says animated equals Sailor Moon. Disney animated equals Gus Gus, the Fat Mouse, and Cinderella. And Pixar equals Edna Mode, The Incredibles. Oh, Edna's great. I love Edna. I have to tell you, though, Jenny, I don't know Sailor Moon, and I don't know Gus Gus. But I'm sure I've seen Gus Gus. But Sailor Moon is a new one to me. I don't know who that is. Con, do you know who Sailor Moon is?
I think that's an anime, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know that.
I'm not totally sure.
Thank you, Jenny. Conrad says Tom and Jerry. Daniel Wheeler. Danny Wheel says Lumpy Space Princess from the animated series Adventure Time. I remember Adventure Time. Great one, Daniel. Thank you, buddy. Rich Locascio, our favorite wrestling announcer and one of our favorite WRJN personalities, says Mr. Meeseeks from Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty's a great show. You ever watch that show?
You know, I never really got into it, actually.
It's a good show. Very good. Dave, watching the radio on the stream, our pal Dave from Marinette. Originally, he hails from Marinette. I believe Dave is in Madison now. Says Johnny Quest. Remember that one?
No, actually. I have to
remember
look
Johnny
it up.
Quest.
I might remember it after I look
Yeah, my son watched. There's so many great ones out there. Dave also says Bugs Bunny, ESQ. I don't remember when Bugs got his law degree. But those are great answers. Thank you, everybody. All right, keep those questions coming. We'll read them as they roll in. Frank Hermans is coming up next. Lots of fun here tonight on a Tuesday on Nite Lite. So great to have you with me, folks. I'm Pete Schwaba, and this is Nite Lite.
Just fine. Instead of being my deliverance, she had a strange resemblance to a cat named Frankenstein. Here another Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. I got some money, 'cause I just got paid. Now how I wish I had some chick to talk to. I'm in an awful way, yeah. It is another weekend. I ain't got nobody. Man, if I was back home, I'd be swinging 2 chicks on my arm. Oh, yeah. Listen to me, huh? It's hard on a fella when he don't know his way around. If I don't find me a honey to help me spend my money, I'm gonna have to blow this town. Here it's another Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. I got some money, 'cause I just got paid. Now how I wish I had some chick to talk to. I'm in an awful. Everybody sang another Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. I got some money, 'cause I just got paid. Now how I wish I had someone to talk to.
From the 97.9 WGBW newsroom, I'm Stuart J. Waddles with this local news update. The man captured on video kicking a dog in the head pleaded not guilty in Winnebago County Court yesterday. 39-year-old Travis Gant faces 5 charges, including intentionally mistreating animals and intimidating a witness. According to the criminal complaint, a 13-year-old girl sent a video to a friend showing Gant beating and kicking the family dog. The friend's family then called police, who got a search warrant for the home. Representatives from the Oshkosh Humane Society removed 3 adult dogs and 4 puppies, according to the complaint. Gant is scheduled to be back in court after the first of the year. No trial date has been set. Hunters around the state are gearing up to head to deer camp this weekend. With the gun deer season about to start, the DNR is continuing to urge hunters to help track chronic wasting disease. The agency is asking anyone who bags a deer in central or northern Wisconsin to get it tested. Herd health specialist Aaron Larson says testing is free, and hunters will get a new tag if their deer test positive.
Those are not weapon specific. So say a hunter got a positive during the bow season, got that replacement authorization, they could use that then during the gun season as long as they have the appropriate license.
The goal is to gather more than 19,000 samples statewide to keep tabs on the disease. Testing kits and drop-off kiosks are available around the clock, and results usually come back in about a week or 2. Hunters can find testing sites and details online at dnr.wi.gov. There is good news if you've got a bit of a drive to get to camp. Gas prices in Green Bay are down about 5 cents from last week, averaging about $2.80 today. The lowest price in Green Bay is $2.62 at a couple of stations. According to Gas Buddy, that's about 8 cents lower than a year ago. Statewide, gas is averaging about $2.77 a gallon. News at the top and bottom of the hour all day and on demand anytime at WGBW.FM. I'm Stuart J. Waddles, 97.9 WGBW News.
Green Bay weather.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Partly cloudy tonight, a low in the mid-20s. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a high in the low 40s. Partly sunny for Thursday, a high into the upper 40s. Dry weather's expected to continue through the rest of the work week into the weekend. Right now, it's 31.
WGBW.
just a poor boy, though my story is seldom told. I squandered my resistance for a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. All lies and jest, still a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. When I left my home and my family, I was no more than a boy in the company of strangers, in the quiet of the railway station, running scared. Laying low, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go. I could feel at the time there was no way of knowing for the reason the night who can say where they're going.
Welcome back. This is Nite Lite. I am Pete Schwaba. It is great to have you with me tonight, folks. It is a Tuesday night in the state of Wisconsin, broadcasting statewide from beautiful downtown Green Bay. Ellie Bordeaux will be here at 6:35 from Up North News. We're going to talk about where you can get Thanksgiving dinner for the needy. That's going to be really cool. Up North News does some great stuff. Madison film critic Rob Thomas will be here at 7:20. Our question of the night is, in honor of Mickey Mouse's birthday, who is your favorite animated or Pixar character? I said Homer and Buzz and Woody. Well, I said Wuzz and Buddy. What did I say?
Wuzz and Buddy.
I just polished off a bottle of whiskey on my way down from Marinette. And Conrad says Tom and Jerry. So let's ask our next guest, though, what he thinks. He is one of my favorite guests to have here in the studio. And I don't like him personally, but I love when he's on the show. And we just seem to make it work. Mr. Frank Hermans, a Wisconsin entertainment legend, is here. Hey, buddy, how are you?
We are statewide.
Yeah.
That's
right
awesome.
Now.
Right
it
now.
Is, yeah.
So they can listen to me in Ashland, Wisconsin.
Correct.
I believe so.
We're on in all the big markets.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if we're on in on Alaska.
On Alaska.
That's the first name.
Okay, it's pretty cool.
Over by La Crosse.
Yeah,
a beautiful little town.
Beautiful area.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm fantastic, and thanks for having me. Holy
Always.
cats, is it getting cold out?
Yeah.
So I got to do the holiday parade this weekend.
Yeah.
The Green Bay holiday parade. My wife and I we sing from 9 to 10, and then we MC, and it's shown
nice.
on NBC 26. So anyway, I'm looking at the weather today. 30 degrees, cloudy. I've done the parade where it was 15 degrees before, because we've done it for like 20 years. And it is hard to sing in that cold weather.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
Although, if I will say this, I know I sound like a total Wisconsinite, but I was, when I think I got home the other night, I stopped at my parents, and they said, how is it outside? I go, well, it's about 32, but there's no wind. It's pretty nice.
You know, when there's no wind,
it makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference. I'm a 50-degree guy. When it's 50 degrees, I'll do everything.
Yeah.
I'll swim.
Same.
I'll go swimming.
I've done that. Here's how stupid I was when I was younger.
Yeah.
I had this great apartment in Chicago when I was like 22.
Uh-huh.
I just started doing stand-up. All my high school buddies from Marinette came down. And it was on the 18th floor. I had two roommates. It was a blast. And I said, we're gonna go out till 4 a.m. because the bars are open all day.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back and we're gonna go swim. And it was like mid-October.
Yeah.
So I was the only one that went, Frank, because I was mad at them because they all bailed. And I crossed Lakeshore Drive like a moron. And I went in the lake for about 5 minutes. And I'm like, and then, your imagination starts going like, what if like I die? My friends are like, we tried to tell him not to go. Such an idiot.
We've all done that.
You would have swam with me though.
I would have.
You have that streak.
I would do when I was younger. I'd do anything.
Yeah.
I was all into that rock climbing crap and
yikes,
jumping off cliffs and crazy
Okay,
stuff.
tell me about that. I am not. I can't do the height thing.
Yeah, I was into rappelling. I had this buddy. I worked in Columbia, Missouri, at a nightclub called Doc and Eddie's. I ran it, and I had all these college friends. And one was in the whatever we call it in college when you're going to be in the Army, ROTC.
Oh, yeah.
And so he wanted to teach me what an Army Swiss knot was. And you're supposed to use 1/2-inch rope, but we couldn't find 1/2-inch, so we got 3/8 inch. So I tied an Army Swiss seat and went rappelling off a 135-foot cliff with that thing. And it was my first time ever. Now that's dumb.
Whoa.
Army Swiss seat is called. And yeah, it was
But
grunted.
he kind of was guiding you?
Well,
or?
he was, what was he, 19? I don't know. I was 21, 22 years old.
Oh,
and
man.
I got into that rock climbing, caving, spelunking stuff for a while. That was a lot of fun.
Spelunking does sound interesting. The word, not the actual act of
It's
it.
a very cool word,
Yeah,
spelunking.
It's a very cool word.
It is. Yeah.
We do some major
Yeah,
spelunking
yeah,
last
yeah.
weekend. When you say you rock climbed,
Yeah.
I'm
Free
kind
climb.
of fascinated by it. Yeah, how
Yeah.
does that work? You have nothing tied to you?
But in Missouri, the Ozarks, there's a lot of steep cliffs, but they weren't like the stuff you see like out in Montana and Wyoming where you're climbing on cracks, okay?
Yeah.
These were rocks, and it was straight up, but it was just fun. And I had no fear of heights back then. Now I get on a bridge. I'm like, whoa.
I know.
I can't do roller coasters. I can't do anything anymore.
I can't do roller coasters because you hear of the stuff, people getting stuck upside down.
Lately,
no thanks.
lots of stuff.
And who's putting them
Somebody
together?
just died last week.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's terrible.
No thanks.
Let's talk about singing and
Yeah.
stuff. That's safer. It's more fun.
Yeah.
It's good to have you here. But do you
Thanks,
have a favorite cartoon character or Pixar?
Pixar?
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, I'm trying to think of Pixar. The anger in what is that show where it's the emotions? It's a Pixar. My kids, I cry
In-N-Out?
every time I
No.
watch. In-N-Out.
In-N-Out,
Yeah,
yeah.
good
That's
call.
a great movie.
And the sequel was even better.
Even better. Yeah, I agree.
And the angry guy played by what's his name? The comedian. I love his voice. God, my brain is fried
Kevin
right
Pollak?
now. No, he's the anger guy. He's always mad.
Oh,
and what he does
Jim?
is comedy. I don't know, but I love the whole. That's my favorite character.
That's a great
You gotta
one.
look that up now, don't you?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
Yeah,
I
he's-
love that movie.
He's a lot. He's always mad.
Gilbert Gottfried? No.
Well, no, it wasn't God. Godfrey's the duck.
Yeah.
Affleck.
Wait,
No.
was it In-N-Out? Like, all I'm getting is like the Kevin Kline movie.
Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Did you have the Google open,
I
Conrad?
had In-N-Out too, man.
I thought it was In-N-Out too until I just looked it up.
Maybe
Inside Out. There we go. I still got young kids, so I go to all these movies yet. So
That's so awesome.
I love it. Just saw Predator the other night.
Predator, Badlands.
Yeah, loved it.
Really good movie.
Absolutely loved it. And I brought my 10-year-old, my 12-year-old, and they just were fixated.
Did it
Loved
take you a while? Like, I was watching this and I'm like, there's no humans.
Yeah.
I mean, they're humans and acting as robots, but that was kind of weird.
It's weird.
But it was kind of cool to have the Predator be the good guy for different.
It was so odd.
Yeah.
Because the other Predator movies,
It's kind of a jerk.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Ernie.
Lewis Black.
Lewis Black, that's the guy. Love that character. That's my favorite Pixar character.
I had a really weird moment
Anger.
with Lewis Black.
Yeah.
And this is a former comedy club owner. I worked the Funny Bone in Pittsburgh with Lou. Lewis was the headliner. I was the middle act. And my buddy Keith, God rest his soul, was the MC. And Keith would say anything to anybody. And Lewis is confrontational.
Oh, I know.
And Lewis started ripping on Dennis Miller's special. And Keith, that was his island. He goes, well, I totally disagree with you. And it was like I was just sliding down in the chair. The two of them were like, it was the most uncomfortable. But I kind of respected both of them
Sure.
for not backing off, Like
Sure.
just sort of.
It's good debate.
It's good debate.
Good debate.
Anyway, all right. So that's a great choice, Frank. And I want to ask you, how did Don't Squeeze the Charmin go?
It went fantastic. It was a great show, great run, like a great turnout. And, we've taken our shows. We used to do 4-week runs. Now we do 3-week runs. So there were bigger houses. And we actually, Procter & Gamble bought 2 shows for their company. It was pretty cool. Bought it out, sold it out. So, well, it was sold out, but they bought it out. But it was great. And you know what's funny? Now that I did a show with Procter & Gamble, so I thought of a show. Let me tell you what you think. Quick Trip the Musical, right?
Oh.
So I texted the marketing department, hey, thinking about doing a show in 2027 called Quick Trip the Musical. What do you think? Guess what I got? A big no. I'm sorry, Frank. It was classic. Somebody's assistant wrote it. Well, we get lots of requests for things like this. We won't be interested in that at this time.
Okay, but do you know what I do?
Yeah, I spelled it out. So I'm doing a show called Quack Trip. No cease and desist on that.
I messed with the wrong
With the
guy.
same logo. Quack Trip the Musical. Watch for it in 2027.
Will you have like songs that are relatable to I will see you next time, or whatever.
Well, the whole thing is they always say, would you like a bag with that?
Yeah.
Would you like a receipt with that? They say the same things. It's like rehearsed, and which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Quick Trip's a great organization. I got to meet the owner a couple times when we did some fundraising, but
Paul Tripp.
Yeah, met him, and they handed me a big check for cerebral palsy. That was fantastic.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
so
they're
you
great people.
can't. Yeah, that's.
I get it.
But that's ripe for not parody of the business itself, but a story that takes place around a Quick Trip could be kind of fun.
That's
right?
all it's going to be.
Yeah,
I would not, and I put that. I haven't gotten permission from a lot of people. I've only got 3 cease and desists in my life, and one was from Paul McCartney's. I did a show called Beer and Wings, and we used Wings songs, and I got a cease and desist. They wanted to see the script, and it said that he ate chicken wings, and they wanted me to take that out of the script. Isn't that crazy? But I got correspondence from the management company.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Paul McCartney. And one was Hee Haw. I called Hee Haw Hoedown. I couldn't use the name Hee Haw, so I just called it Hoedown. And the third was did a show called Grease Trap, and the logo kind of looked like the logo from Grease.
Yeah.
They said, And I had 4 songs that were called, they call them, what do they call? Grand Rights. Grand Rights are like Disney songs and songs in Broadway musicals that you can't use without written permission from the author. So I had to take, I had to take out 4 songs.
Come on.
Kid you not.
What if you had done them?
Well,
do they
here's
have a
the
guy
deal.
there?
You don't get a, sorry, next time it's $50,000. So no, I did not do it. And they bring spotters. I've had spotters in the audience.
Okay.
They hire a law firm, and send somebody. So I am parody, so I get away with a lot of stuff. But we have ASCAP and BMI that we can do songs from that. But there's certain companies and certain songs that have grand rights you can't do.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What you would think a show like Hee Haw that has not been on
I know.
in decades
Yeah.
would like a little nostalgic reminder. Because you could probably watch those somewhere. Yeah.
You would think that.
That's crazy. But yeah, Paul McCartney's cool. But how about the reach, man?
Yeah.
That's
it's
awesome.
all Warren Gird's fault. He put a review out, and then the bots they look for things online, and that's how they find out things. Yeah.
That's why you can't advertise, Frank.
I can't.
I don't think we should talk about your Christmas show today.
We should talk about it. There's no rights to any of the songs. So
all right, so tell us, I just want to say, first of all, folks, Frank Herman's, this guy is an institution. He puts out, how prolific are you? You put out all these new shows. And I want to say, last year, your Christmas show, I took my wife and 2 kids to it.
Yep.
We saw it, and I'm just going to say this. I was not in the Christmas spirit last year. I don't know what the deal was. It's just one of those years.
Sure.
Probably the first year the kids were out of the house, whatever. But I thought, let's meet there. So my son drove up. My daughter came over from Stevens Point. And we met at the Meyer Theater.
Yeah.
All 4 of us together.
I remember.
For the first time, yeah. And we watched that show, and I was in the mood, man. I had the Christmas cheer.
Yeah.
You filled our souls.
I filled your heart with Christmas cheer.
It was magical.
3 sizes that day.
You had but the Meyer Theater's so beautiful. Yeah. You got this great story. It was a marvelous way to kick off the holidays.
Thank you. And we've written, isn't it crazy? This will be my 26th different Christmas show this year. I come up with a different theme every year, and I think about it all year long. I don't know what I'm doing next year, but this year is kind of a Dr. Seuss thing. It's the Who's versus the What's.
Oh, I love that.
Got that?
Yeah.
A little Dr. Seuss. Grinch makes an appearance. He's actually my wife's brother, Tom Grinch.
Tommy G.
Tommy G. And here's how Jim Carrey kind of,
nice.
Talk like that, like you're from the, almost James Cagney.
Yeah, or Jimmy Stewart.
Jimmy, Mary, you need a rope? I'll throw a rope for you.
All right, let's pick up there. We got to do a very short break. Frank Herman's is here. Can you sing for us too?
I brought my guitar.
I love it.
We'll do a little song.
We'll do some window photos, maybe.
I love window photos.
How about you and I? I'll play air guitar out there, and you play air. I'll be backing you up.
Sounds good.
All right, perfect. Frank Herman's is here, folks. Always fun when Frank is here. Our question of the night is, who is your favorite animated or Pixar character in honor of Mickey Mouse's birthday? We'll come back, and Frank is going to tell you all about this year's Christmas show, which you absolutely have to check out, and we'll talk about a lot of other shows he's got coming up around the state. Always fun. Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Local news and timeless hits. 97.9 WGBW. Eric here. Good evening. Say, have you downloaded the Civic Media app yet? If that answer is no, well, first off, you know that it's free. You can download that in your phone's app store. It gives you access to all of the Civic Media stations across the state. There are, some shows in that on there that you can only get through the app. But one thing it will allow you to do is play our contests, which give you the opportunity to win some pretty cool stuff. And I'm telling you this because we have another one starting fairly soon. So this is like kind of a reminder to get that app. You get it, you download it, you can set 97.9 to your favorite station. So then when we start the contest, all you have to do is open up the Civic Media app, click favorite station right on the bottom. It'll take you to us, and then you'll hit the text button, and then boom, whatever the keyword that we give you is, you'll enter it there. It's literally like a 3-step process. Super easy, but it starts with downloading that app.
Hey, Northeast Wisconsin, this is Kristen Ambos with the Always On Point podcast and Point Mortgage. On Sundays at 10 to 11 a.m., you'll find me on the Civic Media app, as well as 1590 a.m., 97.9 FM, and all podcasts.
Pete Schwaba. Just a little lighthearted Epstein talk.
Yeah, lighthearted Epstein. We should have a podcast with everything, man. That was pretty
Frank
interesting.
said he listened to a book on tape about Epstein. I automatically thought you meant Juan Epstein from Welcome Back, Kotter. And I thought, I got to get my hands on this book on tape.
Juan wrote a book?
It's not very long. It's about a 9-minute. Mr. Cut. He just talked about the overalls. Frank Hermans is here, folks. We're talking to Frank about many of his upcoming shows. First and foremost, though, is his Christmas show. And it's just called Frank's Christmas, right?
We call it a Frank's Christmas, but it's a different show every year.
Yeah.
It's just kind of become like it's kind of an institution. I tell you what, people have been coming for 26 years. They bring their kids. Wow. It grows and grows. And as I was telling you off camera, can I say that? Because we're on camera here. That, a third of my income is made in the month of December. It is a huge show. 23 performances of Christmas. And, it seats, over 1,000 people in there. And there's some nights we'll sell out.
That is so amazing.
It's just wonderful, the attendance. And we make the thing. Normally our shows are PG-13. This one is PG. I mean, I say heck. That's as far as we go. There's no innuendos.
Isn't it?
Yeah. What? In fact, I talk like an elf. So what the heck is, sorry for my profanity, Cindy Lou. Don't be saying that. Heck. What the heck?
Watch your language.
Yeah.
Have you ever done an NC-17 show with the minors?
I think the Brady Bunch was a little NC-17.
Really?
Because, in fact, we got little comments because there was a lot of stuff happening in that show with Greg and Mom and Cindy and some other things. And somebody said that it was incestual. Well, those were actors. There was not a real family.
Right.
So we hit on some of those things that were in there. And I'm like, the Brady Bunch aren't real, people. Right. They're not real.
Relax.
Yeah.
And they're step siblings. We've all messed around with step siblings. Come on, give me a break.
Come on, I had a first cousin. Did I just say that out loud? Hope you're not listening. I'm kidding.
I was kidding, Frank. That was a trap. I didn't know. I couldn't believe you went there.
I'm easily swayed.
So who's in the show this year? Obviously you and Amy, your wife, I assume. And then any of the kids in the show this year?
No, we have the kids. We have our 10-year-old and 12-year-old singing before the show, and they're doing a funny version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Remember there were all of the other, who's Olive? They make little comments on it.
Nice.
So it's funny. So they're on Fridays and Saturdays, they're going to perform before the show that song. So it's always wonderful.
Is that your favorite holiday? It's got to be.
Christmas?
Of
course.
Yeah, I mean.
I have 8 kids, so Christmas at our house is.
Speaking of the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, no kidding. Is phenomenal. And, just the gifts and the food and the Packers are playing that day too this year. No, they're playing on Thanksgiving. I'll be watching that one too.
Yeah.
But, it's always a great time. Christmas. And plus, it's like having a day off. I'm not doing a show.
On Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
Yeah. But this is great. Your show runs from November 28th through December 27th, Frank's Christmas. Does it have a title, like a subtitle under Frank's Christmas?
Frank's Who Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, get
okay.
it? Yeah,
Were you a big fan of Dr. Seuss growing
I
up?
love Dr. Seuss. In fact, when I was writing the show, I said, kids, give me all your Dr. Seuss books. Because I wanted to put in lines. Like, if you come to the show, you'll hear Cindy Lou go, well, I want to get the mayor a present. I'll give him 1 fish, 2 fish, maybe a blue fish and a red fish. You know, Fidwick the Moose makes the Cat in the Hat. The Onceler makes not an appearance, but in the verbiage.
Yeah,
I use a lot of Dr. Seuss lines.
That's so great.
Yeah, it's fun.
How fun.
Yeah.
So when did you have this show done and ready?
I had this show written probably would have been a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were getting Christmas music. First, I get the music, okay? And this one is a little bit more modern. We have some Sia in there. We got some George Michael. We got some, secular and non-secular music in there. But there's some songs that maybe you haven't heard in a while. Remember Step Into Christmas by Elton John is in the show. Step into Christmas, let's join together.
I don't
anyway,
know that one. Nice.
And Christmas is a time to say I love you. Billy Squier.
Nice.
So
Billy Squier's got
Billy Squier's got a Christmas song. It's a big hit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so little Kelly Clarkson in the show.
Who is your favorite, like, of the pop singers that sing Christmas songs, like Mariah Carey or Careless Whisper? Not Careless Whisper.
George Michael.
George Michael.
I've been a huge fan of Last Christmas my whole life, and I've never sang it in a show. So this is my first time singing this song in a show. And I sing it all the time when we do the Christmas parade or we got private parties and stuff. And I've always wanted to do that song. And it's one of the songs that's been recorded by hundreds of artists too. But I wanted to stay true and do the original kind of sound, the Wham sound, and the Casio keyboard sound in the background. And the drum machine. It sounds great.
That's a great song.
Yeah, it is.
Frank Hermans is my guest. He is the founder of Let Me Be Frank Productions. They travel all over the state, and he is an absolute institution here in Northeast Wisconsin. Check out his Christmas show at the Meyer Theater. I just realized you've been here almost a half hour. You haven't even played anything yet, but we'll do that after the news. Can
Sounds
we do that?
good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell us quickly, we got about a minute and a half till break, till the news, but you got a show tomorrow at a school.
do.
I love that.
Gillette High School. We do a fundraiser for the FFA. They're sending some guys over, some kids over to Ireland. So it's a fundraiser. It's at Gillette High School. It's our tribute show. Elvis, Reba, Neil Diamond, George Jones, Karen Carpenter, Adele. And we do our Christmas show. And there are tickets available at the door. It's dinner and a show. It's at 6:30, Gillette High School. And then Saturday, we're up at Venue 906 in Iron Mountain.
Yeah.
Doing our Christmas tribute show up there also. So we're doing that show, I think, 7 times on our off days of the Christmas show in the next month and a half.
That's so great. So can people book you guys?
Yeah.
Like, how would
Give
they
me a call,
find out?
920-371-4070. Frank, letmebefranks.com.
Just gave his phone number over the radio.
You know what?
Conrad.
I put my cell phone everywhere because I want to know if you can't get tickets, if I can help you out. If you're spam, I'm going to answer and not order your roofing or your windows, but I'll talk to you. I'll tell you tickets.
I love this guy.
Yeah.
That's so great. A great sweatshirt, too. People watching on the stream.
Oh,
Where,
yeah.
Is it like a retro? Where'd you get that?
It's a retro. Lambeau Field. I got this. I also do Curly Lambeau and impersonation. In fact, I'm doing it Friday for a group from Germany is coming in. So I'm playing Curly Lambeau.
Oh,
Curly Lambeau.
Sucks to be Frank Hermans. We're coming back, folks, for Act 2 after the news. Don't go anywhere. Frank's going to perform in the studio. We got movie talk coming up and Up North News talk coming up, too, in hour number 2. This is Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite. We'll be right back on the Civic Media Radio Network.
I think you'll understand when local news and timeless hits. WGBW, Denmark, Green Bay.
This is a special report from ABC News. I'm Michelle Franzen. After months of delays and opposition, a bipartisan bill requiring the Justice Department to release the full files of the Jeffrey Epstein investigation is now heading to President Trump's desk. The measure passed by unanimous consent in the Senate hours after passing the House with overwhelming support. ABC's Jay O'Brien says the president, who reversed course and now supports the release, has also called for a new investigation after claiming it was a Democratic hoax.
There's a caveat that allows the Attorney General General to redact certain files or even not to release some if they would harm ongoing investigations. There's been a concern because President Trump ordered those investigations late last week into Democrats that he says were in Jeffrey Epstein's orbit, that the Attorney General might use those investigations as a predicate not to release certain files or to redact certain information.
Some survivors of the late convicted sex offender were in the chambers today and cheered the passing. This is ABC News. After a rash of burglaries in the U.S. at the hands of South American theft groups, some valuable stolen items that were recovered are now being returned to owners.
They've been dubbed tourist burglars. South American theft groups that fly in to burglarize high-end homes in the U.S. They drop their loot and then fly back to Chile, typically, before they're caught. Now the FBI says Chilean authorities recovered and handed over valuables stolen during L.A. area burglaries, including items that belonged to actor Keanu Reeves, whose home was burglarized in December of 2023. Included in the recovery was a personalized Rolex watch from the John Wick film series. Reeves writing a handwritten letter to the FBI thanking them and the LAPD for helping to recover his items. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Israeli officials say at least 3 people are injured, 1 person killed in what's being investigated as a car ramming and stabbing attack in the Israeli-occupied West Bank today. Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Small businesses are the heart of America. As the nation's largest nonprofit resource of expert business mentoring, SCORE has helped millions of entrepreneurs build their businesses for free. Find a mentor today at score.org.
Teachers are diverse, skilled leaders, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Teaching shapes lives. Are you ready? Explore teaching at teach.org, supported by the U.S. Department of Education and 1 million teachers of color.
Partly sunny for Thursday, a high into the upper 40s. Dry weather's expected to continue through the rest of the work week into the weekend. Right now it's 31.
Is getting vaccinated on your to-do list? We can help you check that off.
You've got this.
Yes, you do. See how we've got you at yougotthis.usaging.org. A message from the Aging and Disability Vaccination Collaborative, powered by US Aging.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Every 15 seconds, someone is diagnosed with cancer.
If it's happened to you or someone you love, the American Cancer Society can help at every step of the journey. Visit cancer.org today.
The Elder Care Locator is here to help you live your best life as you age at home. Our call center advisors are ready to connect you with trustworthy,
Broadcasting live from the Civic Media Studios in Green Bay, this is Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba, your inside source on everything entertainment from Wisconsin to Hollywood. And now, a guy whose house has an actual wiggle room, Pete Schwaba.
Every house should have an actual wiggle room.
What is a wiggle room?
It's a great way to relieve stress. You go in there, you wiggle around for a few minutes, and you go back out. Boom, you're ready to face the day.
Like Tai Chi?
Yeah, kind of like Tai Chi.
I do Tai Chi.
It's a little more erotic, Frank. I don't think you want to. Nobody's allowed in the wiggle room. Hey, welcome back to Nite Lite, folks. I am Pete Schwaba. Conrad Krieger, our producer, is running the board tonight. How you doing? You hanging in there, Conrad?
I'm
Second
hanging in there.
night of
Yes, sir.
hour 3.
Yes.
This is a thing.
It's a marathon.
It is. We got to pace
you gotta
ourselves.
Fit 3 hours in.
Yeah.
So you grab another guest? Is that what you guys do? Or what do you do?
It's tough because we only have about 15 minutes of material. So stretching that is.
So it's funny you say that. I do Frankly Green Bay, which was a weekly TV
Oh, yeah.
show,
I love that, yeah.
and interview people. And today I had Chef Andy on. He's a buddy of mine. He opened a new restaurant, and the guy doesn't shut up. Right? Open-ended question. It's like I can see my camera guy going. Because they're 4-minute segments.
Right.
And I go, how long was that? He goes, 8 minutes. And he goes, I'll stop talking so much.
You know, you were nice enough to have me on that show a couple of years ago, and I we're friends.
Yeah.
Right. I was going to ask. I was going through a little bit of a. I'm not the best looking guy in the world, Frank. I admit that, but I was in a fat phase then.
Were you?
I
Is
looked
it
a
time
little
to do it
bloated.
again?
I just wondered if I could.
Let's do it
I
again.
was in the sauna all night the
Yeah.
night before.
All
I
right.
think I could have been better. That's all I'm saying. If you're
We'll
ever
get you on
desperate
again.
for a guest,
Yeah, we'll get you on again. I'd love to have you on because
That
if
was
this
really
show
fun.
is blowing up, we got to talk more.
I bet
Show's
it
blowing
has.
up.
It was
Your
really
show
fun
is
to do.
blowing up.
Oh, my
I'm saying that.
My show is growing.
3
It's fun.
hours now. Come on.
3
We got to
hours?
tell everybody.
Well, we're trying, right? We get to. Conrad was outside with a sandwich board on for like.
Was he flipping it
just
around?
One of those balloon
3
things.
hours now with Pete Schwaba.
Who's Pete Schwaba?
Kaba Waba Schwaba.
Hey, coming up at 6:35, folks. Ellie Bordeaux from Up North News will be here. Rob Thomas drops by at 7:20 to talk movies. Our question of the night is in honor of Mickey Mouse's birthday. Who is your favorite animated character or Pixar character? I said Homer as my favorite animated character, and then Buzz and Woody for Pixar. Conrad said Tom and Jerry.
And Bugs Bunny.
And Bugs Bunny.
And Satai.
Bugs Bunny's a great one. I kind of forgot about Bugs Bunny. What about you, Frank?
Anger.
Anger. That's right.
Inside
From,
Out.
Inside Out.
Not In and Out, which is a burger joint.
It doesn't matter. That movie made me. I was watching it with my daughter, who I think I was at the first one with, and now she was much older. I think there was like 12 years between movies or something like that.
It's $1 billion movie.
Oh God,
it did $1 billion.
Some of them you lose it because I was really. It just hit me in that moment that I was there with her, and she was about to go to college when we saw it. And then same thing with Toy Story 3. That was Toy Story 1 and 2 were our family movies with the kids. So when we went to the theater to see Toy Story 3, the opening credits come on and I'm like, I'm already bawling because Andy's getting ready to go to college.
I know.
And I dread the time I live in now. My kids are gone.
It's funny you say that. My 12-year-old son, and I picked him up from school yesterday, and I don't pick him up normally, my wife does, but I said, when I get there, I want you to run from the door all the way to me like you used to do and jump in my arms. He knocked me over. He's 120 pounds, and he knocked my earbuds out. We laughed so hard because I get down in a football stance when I see the kids, and they start running at me. And I said, we got to do this one more time. I get some memory.
So are you like the fun? You got to be the fun dad. I mean,
I
when
like
you
to
get
think so. I
Yeah.
mean, you got to teach them right and wrong, but it's a funny house. My kids all have personalities, and they're hilarious. I get a hug from my daughter maybe once a week now, where she used to be the cuddle bug, man.
Yeah.
It's called the daddy pocket in my lazy boy, where I'd hold them and we'd both fall asleep. And And I miss those days. And they're getting older and changing. And my son is 14, my oldest son. I mean, my oldest is 34, living in Milwaukee. But, it's tough.
It is tough.
Honey, one more? No way.
My wife's pregnant right now. I'm sorry. I'm looking at you and I'm laughing because, Con, you weren't in on this, but during the break, Frank told me what his brother used to do. And I can't say the word, but
no, you can't.
He used to draw
things on
things
books.
Everywhere.
They
male
were
genitalia. And I laughed so hard.
Everywhere.
Because you used the word.
Yeah.
And it was like...
Well, my mom and dad got called to the office for it. Oh, your son keeps drawing these phallic figures on animals and humans.
Oh, it's so teenage boy. I remember the guys that used to do that, and the fact that they would do it would make me laugh. I'm like, I can't believe you're doing that, like drawing that there. Anyway, Frank Hermans is here, folks. He is the founder of Let Me Be Frank Productions. He is kicking off his 26th Christmas show, November 28th at the Meyer Theater. It runs through December 27th. As I mentioned in hour one, pardon me, I went to the show last year, and it was a spectacular way to kick off the holidays. I met my wife and kids there, and we all drove back to Marinette. We had all this gaiety in our lungs driving back. We're singing Christmas songs from your show. It was outstanding.
My whole thing about doing a show is to take you away for 2 hours, so you don't think about anything else. You can be sad, you can be happy, you can be whatever, but all of a sudden you see the show and you see hear these voices. First of all, everybody can sing like a bird.
Yes.
And the funny story, all the lights, color, the action, and we take you away for 2 hours, and then you go back to your normal life.
You know, that's interesting you say that, because the show, all of you don't have to be good singers, because you're entertaining enough. It's funny. The acting's good. The writing's great. But when you sing, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like they're outstanding singers. And that's probably what keeps people coming back to see. It's just how talented you guys are.
Yep. And it's the same cast. I mean, our newest person, Sarah, who joined the cast 7 years ago. I mean, we have cast member. My wife has been 26 years, Pat 23 years, Tom 20 years, Paul 20 years, Lisa 16 years. And, I didn't audition these people. I actually recruited them because I wanted, and whenever I need somebody, which I haven't in 7 years, I'll try and recruit instead of auditioning. I hate auditions.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
But what's better? Like, to recruit, you already know how talented
I know
they
how
are?
good I got to hear their voice. You got to be able to sing. That's the first thing. I can teach you to be funny.
Right.
It's just writing and delivery. Really, that's all it is.
Auditioning is kind of an art form in and of itself, too. Some people aren't great auditioners, but they might be great during the show. So
Totally.
Yeah. So, are you going to play something for us?
Yeah, you ready for something? All
Frank
right.
Hermans is in the studio, folks.
Here we go.
Blue Christmas.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. Won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. When those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas so white, but I'll have a blue Christmas. I'll have a blue Christmas, that's certain. And when those blue heartaches start hurting, you'll be doing alright with your Christmas so white, but I'll have a blue Christmas.
Frank Hermans, ladies and gentlemen, in the studio, in the flesh. I love you, man.
Thanks,
I love
man.
when you're here. It's so much fun.
I appreciate you getting me on, man. Whenever I call, you're like, when you want it, come on.
I mean,
I love it.
It's funny because you're one of the. I never lived in Green Bay, so I can't say I know a ton of people that grew up here, but I probably know you just because you own the comedy club longer than anybody.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
95, 30 years ago.
That was, God, 94 and 95.
Yeah, nuts.
That comedy club, I miss it. And I sent you a picture of the old.
Yeah, it was
I
great.
found a
loved it.
matchbook, Doc's Comedy Club.
That was fantastic.
Crazy.
All right, tell us what else is coming up. You got Round Lake Farms in Brillion, Kingsford, Michigan this weekend.
Yep.
If you're in the Kingsford area, check out it's Club 906.
Venue 906
Venue
is called. Yeah,
906.
it's a pretty cool place right by the old Kingsford plant that made all the. It's in Kingsford, Michigan, I should say, not Iron Mountain. It's close to there.
But they're the same. It's like
they're right next to each other, and it's by the old Ford plant that made all the wooden cabooses for the Model A's, and it's still there. A lot of the ruins. I just love that town.
That is so cool.
Kingsford charcoal, baby.
I love that.
Yeah, that's where it started.
In Kingsford, Michigan?
Kingsford, Michigan, yeah, because they used all that wood and they had to do something with the wood, and it became charcoal. That's what it was, and that's why they call it Kingsford charcoal. Come on, you know this.
How did I not know that? I live like an hour or an hour and 15 from there. That's not that far.
There's a lot of great history, and some of those old buildings are still there. Where they built, they got the old water tower still up there. That was a Ford facility. They would make the wood because there was wood up there, right?
Yeah.
They would make the chassis for the Model A's and stuff, and then they'd send them on rail down to Detroit.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
You got a date. You're coming back to Marinette, which I love. I told you. And by the way, folks, Frank's shows. If you're looking for a Christmas gift for someone, we got I got my parents tickets to the show in Marinette because that's where we live.
Yep.
You were at the beautiful theater on the bay.
Yep.
They went. I couldn't because I had a previous engagement. I will be there this year, and my folks had an absolute blast.
Awesome.
Hearing all those great old tunes.
Yeah, we'll be there Saturday, January 29th.
We'll be there. I'll be there. They'll be there.
Cool. Awesome.
We have a phone call for Frank.
Yes.
What? Can we take that? One of our
Ollie,
favorites.
Yeah, Ollie from the North Woods.
Hey, Ollie.
Hi. I had just a quick question from Frank.
Sure.
That to find out if he is ever up in the Hayward Spooner area doing a show.
You know what? I've done a show in Ashland, and I've done a show up in Minnesooing. I've never been up to your area yet, but we would love to. Do you have an opera house up there or a theater?
Well, it's not a big opera house, but they have the old theater. It's called Park Theater. I know that they do lots of shows because they had Louis Anderson there at one time. So I know they do a lot of different shows. That's what I was kind of wondering.
Let's get on that, Frank.
You know what? I'm going to give him a call because you know what? I know that theater. I've driven by it. I also got a thing I do, Movie Time Guys. We do little bits about old theaters, and I tell you what, there's so many old theaters up in that area, and you know what? I'll put that on my list to give a call. But thank
that'd
you.
be awesome.
Yeah.
Great area.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Thank you, Ollie. And I'm impressed that you called us without a food question.
Actually, I just will answer the question too.
Yeah.
Woody Woodpecker.
Oh, great one.
And Jiminy Cricket.
Oh, speaking of Disney.
I have 4 old reel-to-reel movies, cartoon movies from like the 1950s when we were kids. And there's Jiminy Cricket, Woody Woodpecker, Felix. It doesn't say Felix the cat. It just says Felix on it. And then a Mickey Mouse one.
Outstanding. Ollie, thank you as always.
Thanks,
Have
Ollie.
a wonderful night, and hopefully you'll get to see Frank live up there.
That'd be awesome. Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
You're very welcome.
Bye-bye.
Have a great night. Can we keep you for a couple more minutes?
Please do.
You gotta
I'm
be
not
out of
going
here.
anywhere.
You got to be out of here.
I
What
don't
do you
have to be anywhere till 7.
All right. So we'll keep Frank for 5 more minutes.
I like that.
We'll take a breather, and then maybe you can play your way out of the studio or something.
Sure.
You got another one lined up?
I can do something.
All right.
I got
do whatever
lots of
you want.
songs.
It's good to have you here.
All right,
Frank
buddy.
Hermans, we're
Thanks.
coming right back. We'll read some of your texts, and we'll say goodbye to our pal Frank. Until next time, it's Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Don't stop. We talk so tough. And there's a perfect kiss somewhere out in the dark.
From Denmark to De Pere, this is 97.9 WGBW.
Man, it's hard to believe it's almost Thanksgiving. But you know what comes after that? Shopping. And forget Black Friday, let's talk Small Business Saturday. It's Amanda with another new Wisco 411. What is Small Business Saturday? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's an annual shopping event that takes place the Saturday after Thanksgiving that encourages you to shop local. Because while Black Friday is more focused on those big box stores, Saturdays is for the little guy, putting dollars back into your community. So check out what's going on for Small Business Saturday by going to WGBW.FM and clicking events.
Keeping you connected to your local community. Here's Terry Barr with the Civic Media Radio Network.
If you've ever snapped a photo at Lambeau Field, turns out you're in good company. A new study from sports analyst PixWise shows the legendary home of the Green Bay Packers ranks among the most Instagrammable stadiums in the NFL. Researchers looked at every venue, then counted the times fans tagged it on Instagram. Lambeau Field scored big, landing at number 7 with more than 218,000 hashtags. Fans point out the mix of history and heart that makes Lambeau so photogenic. From the frozen tundra and the old school bleachers to the modern updates that still honor its past. So at the top of the list, well, MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, home to both the Giants and the Jets. By the way, Soldier Field in Chicago ranks 4th. But when it comes to capturing that perfect game day moment, few places shine quite like Green Bay's own Lambeau Field. Until next time, I'm Terry Barr.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
Being blind doesn't look how others may think.
Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down. I know where to find support.
Learn more at fightingblindness.org, a public service message from the Foundation Fighting Blindness.
Welcome back. We're going to talk, got a few things to talk about. With Rob Thomas, I'm going to bring up Pluribus. Because, have you seen Pluribus, Frank? The new show?
Not. I've heard of it.
All right.
I heard it's fantastic. Is there only 3 episodes out right now?
3 episodes. The pilot is one of the best pilots I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I thought it was...
I got to watch it. It's
unbelievable.
And it's on Apple, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on Apple.
And I don't want to scare you away, but the next 2 episodes can't follow the pilot. Still good.
Yeah.
Really cool story, kind of dystopian, but man, that pilot, it's worth it.
Usually the pilot is introducing all the characters and it sucks. And
right.
This one, what's that opening? Oh, I want to watch this.
Not
and it's
this.
Like, they're establishing characters and stuff. And I get it. You got to do that. And then the second episode's usually better, but it's the opposite, huh?
It's the opposite because this pilot is fantastic. But anyway, Ellie Bordeaux will be here in just a few minutes, folks, from Up North News. We'll talk to Ellie and Rob Thomas at 7:20. Our question of the night is, who is your favorite animated or Pixar character? Frank Hermans is in the studio, founder of Let Me Be Frank Productions, an outstanding entity that keeps us entertained and makes us want to sing and move our feet. Just a great guest here in the studio. Frank has been bringing it here in Green Bay. 26th Christmas show?
26th Christmas show.
Unbelievable.
I haven't had a job in 26 years, dude.
Don't you love it when you love what you do?
I do. And everybody, I don't do it for the money. Granted, we do okay. I have 13 employees who take care of,
That's unbelievable.
And, but it's something, I'll be doing this till the day I die. I'll never retire.
Would it kill you to hire your old pal Petey or offer me a job?
Yeah,
just
Pete, you want to
get some walking around money you can throw my way? What, you need a boy for the week? What's going on? I could sweep up. I could do odd jobs. Frank, also, folks, this is a great, and we talked about this a little bit in the last segment. Last year, I bought my parents tickets to one of Frank's shows when he came up to Marinette, and they loved it. They had the time of their lives. You guys played like Ricky Nelson or all those old great Reba McEntire.
Did they like my share? Did they like the share? Did they like my?
Yes.
I'm a 6'3", 240-pound share, and I look good.
You look better than Cher.
If I could turn back time.
Yeah, you did a good. My dad was conflicted when he came home.
I get
goes,
it.
That Frank,
I get it.
that's Frank,
pretty hot.
Frank Herman's really fills out
With the sock lines.
So, and you, as Cher, do you? Where can people get tickets to just a one-stop shop? The Christmas shows in Brilliant or Marinette or Kingsford. Where can they buy season tickets? Because you guys have a great season ticket package as well.
For the most information you're going to get is on my website, letmebefranks.com. When you're buying ticket, and that'll have all the information of the different outlets for different shows we do. But our main shows are Ticketstar online, or meyertheater.org, or call me. My cell phone is everywhere. Call me, and I'll direct you to get tickets. Because we do a lot of these off-site shows, and tickets go right through those places.
Yeah.
And I can get you that information if you want, a show that's off-site. But usually it's ticketstaronline.com or meyertheater.org.
Have you gotten calls on your phone? Like people just call you
all the time?
Frank, this is Bill. I want to come see. That's what I love.
I got a call from a guy, St. Nazy, and he owns Meets Opera House. So I went there.
Nice.
I'm doing a show there now in March. Elvis and Reba. He's got this cool old hall that was built in the 1920s for polka bands. And it's right in the heart of, remember JFK Prep? Did you ever hear that place? It was a place. Anyway, Marty Kroll played there, basketball all-time leading state
he's
scorer.
coached in Marinette.
Yeah. So we're going to do a show down there. So I get calls for gigs. I get calls for tickets. I get calls just, hey, tell me about yourself, stuff. And I get calls.
Talk to
about
people about their
healthcare.
personal
I get calls about Medicare every day.
Frank, I need a physical.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you already can't even go to the bathroom in Green Bay without being mobbed, right? I mean,
Well,
you have to be, and I think I've said this before, outside the Packers, you're probably the most recognizable guy in town,
thank you.
right?
I appreciate that. And I love when people approach me.
Yeah.
I try and make eye contact because people try and say hi to you, and sometimes I don't want to come across like I didn't look at you.
Right.
It's awesome. I love it. That means we're doing something right.
You do.
And we're all about the community too. I mean, that's where we help the community. Community helps us, man.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing. This is our 20th year on the telethon. I'll be hosting the telethon with Bill Jarts this year on WBAY TV again in March, and we're the entertainment for it. I mean, it's just awesome to give back and to get back. Get back.
You've been doing it for years, so keep up the great work.
Thanks, brother.
And you're in the parade this weekend?
Yeah,
If people
Saturday.
are thinking about
Saturday
going, okay.
morning,
Yeah.
9 a.m. Amy and I are going to be singing Christmas songs. I don't know what we're wearing yet, but we're going to wear layers. And then we're the
Right.
MCs for the actual parade.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
That's got to be a good time.
It's a great time. They give you a script that you never read before, and you can pronounce names you don't know.
Yeah.
I love it.
Jarts is easy.
Oh, Jarts is easy. Yeah.
I was gonna do that. I was gonna be in the parade, but we have too much going on with family stuff, with families coming to town and an airport run, that kind of stuff. But I'm kind of secretly glad now that you told me it started at 9 a.m. because for me to commute from Marinette, that's too going to happen. We only have a couple minutes left. Do you want to play us out, or you want to just sing something?
Can I talk about our season next year?
Absolutely.
Yeah, our
you go
brand
for
new
it.
season just came out, 2026. I'll give you some of the... And what's funny, the first show, which is in February, is called Manawa Rodeo. I've already had the Midwest Rodeo Association call me, and they're bringing 2 buses. And in Manawa, they're having a little meeting about the show. And so it's all country music. We haven't done a country show in a long time. But it's all about the Manawa Rodeo Queen, becoming the Manawa Rodeo Queen. And I play a kind of, I sell concoctions, yes. And I can give you a concoction that will make you beautiful. And win. So. And then our April show is called Shopco. Say hello to goodbye. Remember that was her tagline? Yeah. Say hello to a goodbye. I knew the Shopco lady back in the day, Karen McDermott. So it's all about Shopco. And these employees in a small town, they wondering what they're going to do. Well, guess what? It turns into a Dollar General.
Oh,
like they all did.
Score.
And then my summer show, Ding-a-Ling Brothers Circus. Remember the Ringling Brothers?
Yeah, sure.
From Baraboo, Wisconsin. I've always had a fixation about them. Well, there's the Ding-a-Ling Brothers Circus who are trying to run on their coattails. Like they have the Siamese twins. We have the Try These twins. Stuff like that. And then my fall show, Hocus Pocus Focus Group. Yeah, the girls from Hocus Pocus are going to be they're therapists, and they help ghouls and goblins who can't deal with Deathapause, or for whatever it's called. I can't remember what it says. And then a Christmas show next year. Yeah, season tickets. What a great Christmas present.
Yes. One more time, the website, then we got to go.
Yeah, letmebefranks.com, meyertheater.org, and TicketStarOnline.com.
Frank Hermans, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, brother.
See you,
Always
man.
fun. All right, we're
All
coming
right.
back. It's
See ya.
Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba.
7.9 WGBW.
This is a special report from ABC News. I'm Michelle Franzen. After months of delays and opposition, a bipartisan bill requiring the Justice Department to release the full files of the Jeffrey Epstein investigation is now heading to President Trump's desk. The measure passed by unanimous consent in the Senate hours after passing the House with overwhelming support. ABC's Jay O'Brien says the president, who reversed course and now supports the release, has also called for a new investigation after claiming it was a Democratic hoax.
There's a caveat that allows the Attorney General to redact certain files or even not to release some if they would harm ongoing investigations. There's been a concern because President Trump ordered those investigations late last week into Democrats that he says were in Jeffrey Epstein's orbit, that the Attorney General might use those investigations as a predicate not to release certain files or to redact certain information.
Some survivors of the late convicted sex offender were in the chambers today and cheered the passing. This is ABC News.
...2010's Easy A starring Emma Stone, Accepted starring Justin Long, who creates a college he can actually be accepted at, and recently released Nova starring Jack Quaid, about a man who can't feel pain, and of course the Jim Carrey classic Bruce Almighty is also on the list. Happy viewing through the holidays. For more showbiz fun, tune in to Nite Lite, weeknights from 5 to 8 p.m. here on the Civic Media Radio Network.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Partly cloudy tonight, a low in the mid-20s. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a high in the low 40s. Partly sunny for Thursday, a high into the upper 40s. Dry weather's expected to continue through the rest of the work week into the weekend. Current temp is 30.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
I was stuck in a state of panic and endless rituals. So I made the call.
Mental health care works when you make the call. Visit mentalhealthcareworks.org.
A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
We are the National Park Foundation, and together with you, we're creating a future where every person, every generation, gets their chance at an unforgettable moment. Learn more at nationalparks.org/foundation.
Small businesses are the heart of America.
Pete Schwaba. This is Nite Lite. Hope you're having a great night, folks. It's great to have you with me here on this gorgeous night in downtown Green Bay, as I'm sure it is all over the state of Wisconsin. Wherever you're joining us from, welcome. It was always fun to have Frank Hermans here. Such a fun guy, and he filled our studio with songs. Check out his Christmas show. He just does such a great job. All right, so we're going to bring our next guest on in just a moment here from Up North News. Ellie Bordeaux will be here. She's going to tell us about some really cool things going on here in Wisconsin that we probably don't talk about often enough. But for right now, we are going to read a couple texts, and then we'll bring Ellie on. Our question of the night, if you have been following the show, is in honor of Mickey Mouse's birthday. Who is your favorite animated or Pixar character? So, I have to start from the beginning, Con. I can't read the questions because then I miss, like, a lot of times people will sound like a three-parter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I thought you took a powder there. I didn't know what happened. You're like distracted. Megan from Sun Prairie in the her area code is 630, even though she lives in Sun Prairie. I don't know what Megan's up to there, but she says, hi, from your WGBW traffic manager. Can I say the entire Belcher family from Bob's Burgers? Oh, that's a great one. If I have to pick one member, Gene is the best. Hey, we had Dave or John Schrader on the show, a writer for Bob's Burgers.
Yeah,
we could have John back on the show. He was a fun interview. Megan says favorite Disney character is Mulan, and Pixar would be Princess Merida from Brave. Boy, I'm really out of it on some of the new characters.
I don't know either.
That's awesome, Megan. Thank you very much for the text. Steve from Florida, that's Conrad's dad, says favorite Disney animated character is Donald Duck, and favorite Pixar is combination of Buzz Lightyear and Woody. Once again, your dad and I are on the same page.
Woods and Buddy.
We would be total pals. If only he didn't think I was a jerk. Jim from Kenosha in the 262 says the robot from Futurama. What is that robot's name? He's got kind of a very kind of
I need to look it up.
Name.
Go to the Google.
We had Mike Rowe on the show, too, who wrote for Futurama. And I know that show, and I can't think of it. Jim from Appleton in the 920 says favorite cartoon character is Goofy's son, Max. Whoa, Jim is going to the well.
The name for the robot is Bender.
Bender, that's it. That's fantastic. Great text. Thank you. Ross from Crawford County says, and what's up, Doc? Bugs Bunny. I can't believe, Bugs Bunny was my favorite growing up. Totally forgot about Bugs Bunny when I was thinking about this question. Carrie from Tosa in the 414 says Ren from Ren and Stimpy. Got another awesome one I forgot about. Thank you, Carrie. All right, keep those texts coming, folks. We'll get caught up even further as the show goes on, but this is Nite Lite. We are in the throes of hour number 2, Act 2, as I like to call it, and joining us now over the stream is a reporter. She's the editor of the Up North newsletter, and she does great work up there for our pal Pat Kreitlow. Her name is, you know her name, Conrad? Why don't you introduce her?
Ellie Bordeaux.
Ellie Bordeaux. We got the name right. See? Ellie, welcome. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you guys?
We're doing very well. Thank you for being here. It's great to meet you. We are big fans of, I love Up North News. I've been a big fan for a long time, and I know they have a new editor now, so I'm very excited to meet you. And thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's great meeting you as well. I'm so glad that you're a fan of Up North News and the work that we do. So
it's excellent. So we'll have to do this again sometime. Thanks so much for being on the show. No. All right. Do you have a favorite animated character? Let's start there, Ellie.
Oh, when you were listing them off, I was trying to rack my brain of what my favorite would be. I would have to say animated character would have to be The Simpsons. I love The Simpsons. I can't lie.
Nice.
I grew up, my dad would always watch them later at night, and I would come down and sit with him and be like, you need to go upstairs. You can't be watching this. And then I got older, and then I was watching it on my own. It was fine.
So The Simpsons was too edgy for the Bordeaux household.
I mean, I think when I was a kid, maybe a little, yeah. But
Yeah.
once we got older, then we could enjoy it together, and it was all good.
That Bart Simpson was a bad influence. I could totally see that.
Yeah, they were like, oh, maybe we don't want that to influence you as you're in your crucial transformative years.
Development years, yeah. Did you have a favorite Simpsons character?
Honestly, my instinct is to go with Maggie. I love just the little baby. She doesn't say anything, but
Right.
I just think she's great.
That's so great. Now, did you go back and watch, like, because I watched The Simpsons for like the first 5 or 6 years, and then I kind of, I'll check it out occasionally, but you can't stick with the TV show for 38 years. You know what I mean? So what years of the show were most instrumental for you?
I'm trying to think. I think the older ones for sure was like those are the ones that I watch now. Like I feel like with any kind of TV show that's kind of still going from when it was older, the older ones are the better ones,
Right.
So I go back and watch those more so. I'll still watch it if it's
Nice.
on like the newer ones, but I would say the older ones are better.
Good for you. And I will say, I see it periodically, and it's still funny. Like, it's an outstanding show.
It is a classic. I feel like you can never go wrong. If it's on, I'm going to watch it.
Great answer. All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Ellie. Give us some background, and then how did you end up with this Up North news gig?
Yeah, so I am born and raised in Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. Grew up here my whole life, and then I went to UW-Madison, and I graduated with degrees in journalism and Spanish. And while I was there, so before getting into Madison, I was kind of like, I don't know what I want to do, what I want to major in. I was actually going to go to school for physical therapy. So I was going to do science and math and all that stuff. And then I took a journalism class my freshman year, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. And then I joined the Daily Cardinal, which is the independent student newspaper on campus. Yeah. And I was with them for 3 years. I was an editor there for 2, and I loved it. And I got into the J School there too. So I learned everything I know about journalism from UW-Madison. I credit everything to them. Fell in love with it there. And then I started out, my first job out of college was with Adams Publishing Group. They were so great. I loved working for them. And then I had another job between then and now I'm here at Up North News, and I just could not be happier here. It is such a great spot. I love the people I work with. I love the work that I do, and yeah, it's so great.
So are you stationed up north, or do you live south, or where are you? Do you have a home base?
I am in Oconomowoc. So our team is kind of scattered all over Wisconsin, but I'm in Oconomowoc.
Okay. What's it like working for a champion like Pat Kreitlow?
It is wonderful. I love Pat. He was one of the people that interviewed me during my job interview, and I was like, I want to work with this guy. He seems so cool. And it's been such a pleasure working with him. He's been such a great leader and role model. He's taught me a lot already. I've only been here for a little over 2 months, but he's already taught me so much of like, hey, these are things that maybe you could try out. Here are some ways to go about this, navigating different situations. So he's just the greatest.
That's great to hear, and I'm not surprised you said that. And I just gave you an opportunity to compliment your boss on the radio. Yeah. That's pretty cool. So very well done, Ellie.
Thank you.
So I was looking at your articles today, and I see that you wrote this great piece about where people can get Thanksgiving meals for free. Very well done. Tell us a little bit about that.
Thank you. Yeah, so I actually wrote this today, and it's pretty timely. We've got Thanksgiving coming up next week, which I don't know how it's already Thanksgiving is next week. That's crazy to me. But a lot of people food pantries are still in super high demand after the government's shutdown and SNAP benefits and everything. And there was a huge surge in need from food pantries. So there is a lot of all over the state, different places that are offering free meals for Thanksgiving. And this is not everything that's available. There's plenty more, but we've got Iron River, we've got Eagle River, Fitchburg, Delta Beer Lab is hosting their 7th annual community Thanksgiving meal at their tap room. I think we've got 13 on this list here. But yeah, there's all over the state. You can get free meals. Anyone in need, anyone that doesn't have a place to go for Thanksgiving, go check it out. It's super great. So it's awesome what these communities are doing and putting together for their residents.
Well, it's great that you're reporting that too, which I think is outstanding. And that's one of the things I love about Up North News. My guest is Ellie Bordeaux. She is the newsletter editor for Up North News, and she joins us tonight on Nite Lite for a little bit here as we get to know Ellie. Conrad, we got a text from Corey Hartman who... Here's my thing. Ellie, you don't know me very well. I always say it's a beautiful night in Wisconsin because we're here, we're alive, we're talking about the things that make us happy, like movies and TV, some sports. But Corey Hartman took me literally, our pal Corey said, drizzly and cold in Madison, LOL. So I think he took exception with my pseudo weather report there, Con.
Yeah.
He should hear one of your weather reports, Conrad.
Well,
He'd really knock his socks off.
It's cold.
Yeah. Is it nice in Oconomowoc tonight, Ellie, or are you getting that Madison weather?
It's definitely cooling down, which I am ready for personally. I love the winter. I'm a big skier, so once it snows, I don't love the like in between, like where it's kind of cold, but like still kind of weird. I like when it's cold and snowing, and then we can go to the ski hill, and then I'm good. But yeah, it's cooling down for sure, which I don't mind.
It's like you take a jacket and you're sweating within 5 minutes, or you don't take a jacket and you get hypothermia. I hear you on the in-between stuff.
Right. Yeah, there's no winning in that situation. That's for sure.
All right. So also gun deer season is coming up. I'm not a hunter, so you're the perfect person for me to talk to because I know we have a lot of listeners that are hunters. What can you tell us a little bit about hunting season?
Yeah, so hunting season is coming up. I have to check the date.
Next week.
Yes, next week. Yeah. That's right. And my dad actually is a big hunter. So I never got into hunting. He never really was like, tried to get us to get into hunting, me or my brother. But my dad goes hunting he's going this weekend. So, but yeah, there are some different regulations that have been put in place. So this article kind of goes in depth of like, do you need to have a deer hunting license? Everyone needs to have all deer hunters need to have a license, but how much deer hunting license costs, those kinds of things, the different effects of deer hunting, why it's important, why it's beneficial to go deer hunting, and different things to know about deer and CWD, those different things, and getting your deer tested. So this article goes in depth on all those different things of everything you need to know for deer hunting season.
That's great. And it's never too late to start. If you wanted to start hunting, it's something we could go, you and Conrad and I could go take a safety course or something and get started.
Definitely. I will maybe not take you up on that, but I'll let you know.
I'll come on your show and talk about my articles. I'm not going hunting. Also, I don't think this was your article, but if you know anything about this, 9 great winter festivals. Are you a winter festival person? You like winter?
I do like winter, and I do like winter festivals. I did not write this article, but yeah, this includes all sorts of different festivals throughout the state. I personally, in Oconomowoc, we have our German Christmas market that is next week that I love. It's so fun. We've got different vendors and stuff that come out, and we have a big beer tent, and they have beer and live music and polka, and it's just the best.
Oh,
but
wow.
Yeah, this article goes in depth of a bunch of different winter holidays, festivities, those kinds of things. I feel like in Wisconsin during the winters, there's no shortage of things to do. Even though it's the winter, you can always find something. There are so many festivals, so much going on. So it's great.
That's a great point. And check out Up North News, folks. It is very informative. It's upbeat. It's a great, you guys just look at the news through kind of a different lens. I really enjoy reading everything about it. Ellie Bordeaux is here. We'll have a couple more minutes with Ellie when we come back after this very short break. It's Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba on the Civic Media Radio Network. Appleton Cigar Company on College Avenue has been serving the community for over 25 years. If you are a cigar aficionado looking for a one-of-a-kind experience, you need to check out Appleton Cigar, which boasts the largest selection of cigars north of Milwaukee with over 706 cigars to choose from in a walk-in humidor. The Cigar Lounge offers an impressive variety of spirits and cocktails that pair perfectly with a premium cigar. For the full experience, come to Appleton Cigar at 415 College Ave, Monday through Saturday, 11:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. For more information, go to appletoncigar.com.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
With locations in Appleton and Oshkosh, Insight Eye Care has been serving the Fox Valley since 1972, offering comprehensive eye care services. Their doctors also share a special interest in treating chronic dry eye disease, providing specialty contact lenses, and expert pediatric eye care. Find Insight Eye Care on North Sawyer Street in Oshkosh and Chain Drive in Appleton. Improving lives by improving sight with quality eye care for everyone in your family. Insight Eye Care. Visit WIInsight.com to schedule your eye exam today.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Wisconsin. This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns, it's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford.
We are back. I am Pete Schwaba. Great to have you with me, folks, on this Tuesday night. Such a wonderful, wonderful night to talk about all the things we love. We did get a text, Con, earlier from somebody texted about your Packer comments. So
Yes,
it was Jim from Appleton.
Yeah, he said,
906.
what's going on with the Packers? It's the offensive line. They're not opening holes for the run game, and Love is running for his life.
In the passing game. Yeah.
I mean, it is true. I mean, we just lost Elton Jenkins, so that's like one of the
I
biggest
know.
blows that we could have had this year. But
Hang in there, Jim. I love getting texts like that, though. I love hearing what other people think is
Yeah,
wrong with
yeah.
a team. It's fun. Hey, Ellie Bordeaux is here, folks, from Up North News. She is the newsletter editor, and this is her first time on Nite Lite. We're talking about some of the articles she's written and winter. And Ellie, how do you feel about the Kardashians?
I don't have any strong opinions, to be honest.
That was a great
I don't
reaction
know.
you just did.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel very strongly about any sort of Kardashian, to be honest.
You know what I don't like about them? They're not Wisconsin enough.
What makes you say that? I guess they're not from Wisconsin, but
No, they certainly are not. What are your favorite places in the state? You obviously, I'm sure you're in a great spot. I mean, Oconomowoc, halfway between Madison and Milwaukee, more or less. It's just a great location in the state. But you work for Up North News. I'm sure you've been other places. You went to Madison. Where are some of your favorite places in the state?
this is a very good question.
Thank you.
I mean, I think Madison obviously is very high on my list, which makes sense. I love Madison. Madison's so great. Camp Randall is the best. I love Door County. One of my favorite spots in Door County is Newport State Park. I've been there twice, and during in the dark sky area, that was super cool. Door County is just so great, so cute. Green Bay. I love Green Bay. I love Lambeau. It's so fun there. I went to a Packer game earlier this season, to the Commanders game, and that was really fun.
Oh, nice.
Love Green Bay. I'm trying to think of where else. I love Minocqua and Townsend. Those are two spots that I go up north every summer, and those are the two spots I go to. Ogama is great up north too. I don't know, all over.
Yeah, you really know your Wisconsin. Would it? All right, I'm not trying to like persuade you or anything, but would it kill you to do a piece on a little town I like to call Marinette, Wisconsin?
It would not kill me, not at all. What do you want to know? What story should I tell?
There are so many stories. There are a plethora of stories surrounding Marinette. One of these days, I'll tell you about all the cool people that come from there. It's a beautiful little town right on the water. I have to commute from there every day to get to Green Bay. I don't like that part of it, but it's a wonderful town.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, I've definitely heard of it. I don't know if I've ever been there, but I will look more into it.
We are right across from Door County. If I were a boatsman, which I'm not, I could take a boat across and be there in a half hour. As it is, I have to drive, and it's a lot longer. And I'm half kidding. But yeah, Marinette's a great town.
Okay, that's good to know. I will definitely keep that in mind in the future. Send the stories my way.
Are you regretting coming on the show at this point? Are you like,
Not at all.
I cannot believe he had me on to write an article about Marinette? Okay. All right,
Not at all. I'm actually loving it.
Conrad is from Wasaki.
How do you forget?
Wachismo. Kanawska. What is it called again? Kewaskum.
There you go. It took you 4 guesses.
That's just
You got
another. We are stacking your plate with great stories tonight, Ellie. This is like
there's like 2 stories from Kewaskum all year. So
well, send them
Something to
my
think
way.
about.
There can be 3 this year.
This is like I used to be a stand-up comic, and people go, "I got a joke for you." This is kind of what we're doing here to you, which I'm sure is torture. So you're a good sport.
No, not torture at all. I'm loving it.
Ellie Bordeaux is my guest. She is the newsletter editor for Up North News. Our pal Pat Kreitlow. So, do you have a favorite story, Ellie? A favorite type of story to cover?
Okay, so this is a little bit interesting of a story that I did. So it was when I was in college. I was the features editor at the Daily Cardinal, and I think to date this is still my favorite story I've done. I did a story. I was going around the Dane County Farmers Market, and if you go to the Dane County Farmers Market, you know what I'm talking about. There is a man there, and he has a beehive hat that he wears, and he's there every Saturday. And I was very interested in him. I was like, I want to know this guy's story. So I reached out to him and I was like, hey, I'm a reporter. I'm a student journalist. I would love to get to know a little bit more about you, know about your business, know about how you got here. And it was the best interview I've ever done. He was the coolest man. He has lived like 9 lives, I swear. And so much to know about him. And he was just the coolest and the nicest dude. And so I loved being able to tell his story and share it to people. And it was just so great. So those are the kinds of stories that I really like to do, is where you get to feature someone or a business or tell someone's story and get to do that for them and give them a platform to share their story. That's one of the most rewarding parts of this job for me. So.
And you can find those stories. I remember I just mentioned I was a comedian, and I remember dealing with hecklers occasionally. And one guy came up to me after the show. I couldn't stand him during the show. He was heckling. He was kind of a jerk. Then I found out he saved his buddy's life in Vietnam. He does all this charity work. Like, you never know who you're talking to. Everybody, not everybody, but some people just have outstanding stories that are worth telling. And good for you for doing that, Ellie. That's outstanding.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to do this again. Yeah, it's been great to meet you, and keep up the great work. And have a great weekend.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for having me on.
You're very welcome. Ellie Bordeaux, folks, check out her work at Up North News. Our friend Pat Kreitlow's operation. They do such a great job there. And Ellie was great. Do you read Up North News? I get the stuff in my inbox, and it's so easy. I just, like, in the morning, it's like, sometimes it's the first news I see. And it's like not depressing. It's like just interesting. It's great. I love it. All right, we are coming back for Act 3. Rob Thomas is here at 7:20. We're going to reset everything and catch you up after the news, folks. It is great to have you with me, and we're going to tell you about a movie that was released on this day when we come back. It's Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba on the Civic Media Radio Network.
I got you, moonlight, I need you all night. Come on, dance with me.
If it happens in Wisconsin, you'll hear about it on the station with local news.
Local news and timeless hits. WGBW, Denmark, Green Bay.
ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. Congress passing a bill to compel the Justice Department to make the Epstein documents public. ABC's Jay O'Brien.
Chuck Schumer, the top Democrat in the Senate, went to the floor and he asked for unanimous consent that once this Epstein bill gets transmitted over from the House, where it passed some hours ago, that it be deemed as passed. He asked for unanimous consent. All it would have taken to stop that would have been one lawmaker coming up and objecting to that. No one did.
The next stop for the measure after the Senate would be President Trump's desk. Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia, at the White House today. It's the first time that bin Salman's been on U.S. soil since the murder of Jamal Khashoggi in 2018. The U.S. intelligence community said bin Salman ordered his murder. The NTSB now says a loose wire on the cargo ship Dali was the cause for its deadly crash into the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, causing its collapse. This is ABC News. Some valuable items stolen by South American theft groups who burglarized homes in the U.S. have been returned by the FBI, including to a very famous actor.
They've been dubbed tourist burglars. South American theft groups that fly in to burglarize high-end homes in the U.S. They drop their loot and then fly back to Chile, typically, before they're caught. Now the FBI says Chilean authorities recovered and handed over valuables stolen during L.A. area burglaries, including items that belonged to actor Keanu Reeves, whose home was burglarized in December of 2023. Included in the recovery was a personalized Rolex watch from the John Wick film series. Reeves writing a handwritten letter to the FBI thanking them and the LAPD for helping to recover his items. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Kroger, the nation's largest supermarket chain, announced it's closing 3 automated fulfillment centers in an effort to streamline delivery options by fulfilling more orders from stores. Dave Packer, ABC News.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
Teachers are diverse, skilled leaders, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Teaching shapes lives. Are you ready? Explore teaching at teach.org, supported by the U.S. Department of Education and 1 million teachers of color.
Is getting vaccinated on your to-do list? We can help you check that off.
You've got this.
Yes, you do. See how we've got you at yougotthis.usaging.org. A message from the Aging and Disability Vaccination Collaborative, powered by U.S. Aging.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Partly cloudy tonight, a low in the mid-20s. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a high in the low 40s. Partly sunny for Thursday, a high into the upper 40s. Dry weather's expected to continue through the rest of the work week into the weekend.
It's 28 degrees right now.
Every 15 seconds, someone is diagnosed with cancer. If it's happened to you or someone you love, the American Cancer Society can help at every step of the journey. Visit cancer.org today.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
The Elder Care Locator is here to help you live your best life as you age at home. Our call center advisors are ready to connect you with trustworthy local experts. Help is just a phone call away at 1-800-677-1116.
Being blind doesn't look how others may think.
Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down. I know where to find support.
Learn more.
Broadcasting live from the Civic Media Studios in Green Bay, this is Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba, your inside source on everything entertainment from Wisconsin to Hollywood.
Whatever gets you through the night, it's all right.
And now, a man barely 6 feet tall, but a mountain of muscle, Pete Schwaba.
Welcome back to Nite Lite, folks. It is great to have you with me. And a great night to be alive, doing some fun talking here tonight about really fun topics. We are kicking off Act 3 here on a Tuesday night. Conrad Krieger, the producer, is working the board and taking care of all the things behind the scenes. How you doing, buddy? Hanging in there?
I'm doing good.
So last night was our first 3-hour show.
Yeah.
When you got home, were you kind of exhausted, or was it...
I was a little bit, and then I ate some dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fine then.
A little something in your tummy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I need someone to announce me like that when I'm at the gym.
Like when you walk into the gym, have an announcer?
A guy barely 6 feet tall, but a mountain.
Ladies and gentlemen. I was at the gym last night. Empty.
Oh, yeah?
Empty. Yeah, I go at night. When I get back, I go like 2 nights a week, and I'm, whatever. And it's great. There's like a nice little community of people there. Chill people.
It's Planet Fitness, right?
Planet Fitness, yeah. PF, as we like to call it.
See, I wish that the Planet Fitness that I went to, or used to go to almost a year ago now.
What happened? You had a bad experience?
I would go there after the show.
Oh.
And it would be the busiest time of the day.
Really?
I had to wait. Like, we get done at 8, around there. I get there 8:40 around there. And I get home at like 10:20.
Whoa.
Because I'd have to wait so long for every machine.
Yeah, it is literally the exact opposite. I go there, and I don't like to, if I go home, I'm staying home. I'm not going back out. So I pull in a Marinette. I go there. If I need anything, I go to the grocery store, whatever. But I try to get it all done. So when I go home, I'm home. And but that's way too long. I don't think I'd work out. If I couldn't blast my quads within minutes, I'm not waiting.
You're leaving. You're out of the You're out of the Planet Fitness.
I need to do my dips and get the hell out of there. Great to have you with us, folks. We had if you missed the show earlier, it's available in podcast form at civicmedia.us, and we had a lot of fun tonight. In hour number 1, which is the 5 o'clock hour now, we had a nice discussion about the move over law that is, maybe it'll pass. I don't know, but there is already a law. You're supposed to change lanes when there's a first responder or a police vehicle pulled someone over, but now they want to get it. They want to improve the law so that if someone is just pulled over, get out of the way. I think it's common sense, but we had a discussion about that, and I drive every day, so that was that hit close to home. And Conrad got his gears grinded by a law that I don't think you had full understanding of that.
Well, I'm not. Okay, so I like the law. You move over for someone that's on the side of the road.
Yeah.
My gears were grinded. That sounded so weird.
You were just coming in the on-ramp, and you thought everybody should move over for you.
Yes. Don't you see the Dodge Dart?
Don't you see the Dart? The 89 Dart pulling over. Now, what year is that? Probably
it's a 2000. Close.
Okay.
It's a 2014.
It's a handsome car.
You know what? So I really I love the car. I haven't had one. I have one problem with it when I first got it, like, in the first 2 months or something like that with the brake pads.
Oh, that's a bad. Really?
And
you bought it used?
Yes.
Okay.
So, all right. So since then, I bought it 2018 around there. Maybe earlier than that, actually, but haven't had one problem with it since.
That's a good car.
Almost at 100,000 now.
See, you got to trade it in or just drive it into the ground now.
That's what I'm doing. I haven't had a problem with it, so why would I change it?
Don't get rid of it. So we talked about that. We talked about a little bit of sports betting. That's a thing in Wisconsin here, too. Some people are against online betting.
Casinos,
I don't bet.
Probably.
Casinos, DraftKings, FanDuel. None of them like it. Can't do any of it in Wisconsin anyway. So, and then we had Frank Herman's here in hour number 1. He came by. He is like a tornado, man. He comes in. He is so fun to talk to. We talked about his Christmas performance coming up at the Meyer Theater, and then we talked to Ellie Bordeaux in hour number 2. She is the editor for Up North News, and it was fun to get to know Ellie. Rob Thomas is coming up in about 10 minutes to talk movies and TV and some really cool stuff happening in Madison. I just talked about the Up North News, which I love because I get it right in my inbox. So I wake up and it's like the first thing I see in my email. And the stories don't bum me out. And this is another publication, CityCast Madison, that Rob is the editor for. Another one. Great stuff. If you're in the Madison area, like they had this great article about the best Madison 51st dates, the best Madison strip mall bar. Like they break it down into these cool categories. And recently they did a great piece. I think Rob wrote this one about 4-Star Video in Madison, an old video store that still has VHS tape, all the cool stuff and nothing toxic, nothing informative stuff and news, but not the heavy stuff. Not like the Epstein. You're not going to read about the Epstein. Who is the dude that voted no? 427 House members voted to release the files today. One guy voted no.
This is all right. So if you saw SNL last week,
yeah.
They did a MacGruber skit.
Okay.
Where Glenn Powell was the guest.
Right.
And whoever was playing MacGruber, he's like, all right, guys, we got to defuse this bomb. And he goes, well, they locked us in because I got the Epstein files. He brings it to MacGruber. And he goes like, oh, yeah, we got to keep these. He looks and he sees his name. And MacGruber's in with us. And he says, well, actually, we should probably let the bomb go off. We should shred these papers. So I think it was MacGruber.
Could be MacGruber. It's so funny. I don't watch Saturday Night Live anymore, but if there's something earth-shatteringly funny, I'll watch a clip later in the week. But I read about Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
And it's a sketch show, and I just read about it to see what I missed.
I check out the Glenn Powell episode. It was
Okay.
They had some really good sketches in it.
Dave on the stream says the Flintstones. Oh, that's the thing I should tell you guys. Be part of the show. Respond to our question of the night. We've had some great responses. It's Mickey Mouse's birthday. Who is your favorite animated or Pixar character? Dave says the Flintstones. We've heard all kinds of different answers tonight. Conrad said Tom and Jerry and Bugs Bunny. I say, who did I say? Buzz and Woody and Homer Simpson. Wiz and Buddy. We have a phone call?
Cindy from Appleton.
Oh, Cindy from Appleton. Good evening, Cindy. How are you?
Good. I'll tell you who my characters are. But first, I just want to say the guy who voted no was probably the one whose name didn't get X'd off.
Yeah, he cut the worst deal ever. That is a trouncing.
Anyway.
Very funny.
Yeah. My two favorites are Wile E. Coyote and Meep, the Road Runner.
Oh, those are great too. And you're the first person that has said either one of those characters. That is that's awesome. And I sense an animated movie coming out about this congressman who voted no. That could be a movie down the road. You never know. Cindy, thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Have a great night. That's Cindy from Appleton. Love when Cindy calls. Chris Casper on the text line said, Conrad, brake pads are part of it.
I was thinking about it. I'm like, I don't think it was brake pads. I think it was something wrong with my brakes, actually. Not just brake pads.
Not just brake pads, right. Our texts are all over the place. I got Jim from Appleton. Brett from Brown Deer says, my favorite animated characters were Homer and Ned's Vegas Wives because... Can I say that word? Did you read Brett's text?
I'm trying to find it right now so I can...
I don't know if I can say the word. I think I can. It's not a swear, but it's a derogatory word.
Oh, okay.
You're
no,
my.
I wouldn't say it.
All right.
Just-
You're my conduit to the FCC. So I'm going to lay off that one. But Brett, thank you for the text anyway. Thank you for thinking of us. He says, my favorite animated characters were Homer and Ned's Vegas Wives because I love, and then not a very nice word.
Blank.
I love beep. Monica from Mount Horeb in the 608 says Scooby-Doo and Snoopy. Oh,
Scooby-Doo's
awesome.
great.
Chris Casper, our civic media hero, says Wall-E was amazing.
Oh,
well
yeah.
said.
Another movie that was ahead of its time.
Wall-E, yeah, for sure. Tyler from Wisconsin Rapids says the dog with the translator talking collar on the movie Up. Oh, I forgot about that.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
I saw it once, and I loved the first half hour when they were telling the story about the old couple. It was so sweet, and the music was so great, and I just kind of thought it was okay. Jim from Brookfield says, good evening, Pete. You can't go wrong with Sugar Bear. He is the coolest mascot and always came out ahead of Blob, who tried to steal the post-sugar crisps. Too cool, Jim from Brookfield. Jim, you are too cool. I love that he pulled Sugar Bear out of there. I totally had forgotten about Sugar Bear. Carla, Conrad's Aunt Carla, got the whole family texted.
Yeah.
Tonight, that's awesome. She says, hi, Pete and Conrad. Actually, she said, hi, Conrad and Pete, because family first.
Of course.
Grandma and I are finally able to listen to the show. We are enjoying happy hour listening to you two. Thank you. Oh, that was from 5 o'clock, the 5 o'clock hour. That was our happy hour. Carla, great to have you back, and Grandma Krieger. Great to hear from you guys. So, all right. So we've got more texts. I'm having trouble. Here's Jack from Merrimack. He's in the 414. He says, unfortunately, I won't be able to hear this on the radio in real time because the jam session I'm in just started. But my favorite cartoon character is Wile E. Coyote. I always had sympathy for him because he just never could win against the Roadrunner. My least favorite off-screen characters are the Acme Supplies Management. Their quality control needs to be fired because their products are constantly sabotaging the Coyote. Very well said, Jack. And have fun at the jam session. All right, am I caught up? Oh, Tyler's got another one here.
Yeah.
Tyler from Wisconsin Rapids. Do you think women's breasts are involved in this text from Tyler? He had a track. It was like
maybe?
a DiMaggio hitting streak with this guy in the boobs. Another great cartoon is the one with that funny orange guy with the yellow bird on his head and swings a golf club a lot. Can't think of his name.
Who is that?
Well, there were boobs in that text, but one boob. Thank you, Tyler. Yeah, I think we know who that is. He doesn't need any more publicity, though. Anna from Madison in the 608 says, Pete, please ask Rob Thomas if he has seen Jay Kelly, the new George Clooney movie. I will do that.
Also,
I will absolutely do that.
Also, Adam Sandler movie.
Is that the same movie?
Yeah.
Oh, he is. He plays his agent or something, right?
And, well, let's just say Adam Sandler's going to be the star.
Conrad's got a total man crush on Adam Sandler and The Rock and Kevin James. Chris Casper from Madison, our pal, our civic media pal, once again says the Dane County Farmers Market is the largest one in the country. That was in response to our guest, Ellie Bordeaux, who told a great story about meeting a character at the... This is all available on the podcast, folks. Go to civicmedia.us and check out anything you might have missed on tonight's show. I will do that, Anna, though. Thank you. I will ask Rob about that. John Murray says, obviously, a Harvey Weinstein senior production original, and he was referring to what? Oh, Despicable Me. No, that's Nick. Got my text mixed up. In the 608, Nick says, my favorite animated characters are, oh, yeah, how do you say that name again from Minions? Is it Roo?
It's Gru.
Gru. And his minions from the Despicable Me Minion movies.
And you know who voices Gru, right?
I will after you tell me.
Steve Carell.
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, my God, I can't keep up. Folks, this is so awesome. I love the response to tonight's question. We'll have to finish these later because I got to tell you about a really cool screening coming up in Madison, and it involves a movie I made. It's called The Godfather of Green Bay, and it is sponsored by John and Gordy of The Morning Show at WMDX in Madison here at Civic Media. Sponsored by Downrins Distilling, a great company. It's going to be a really fun night. This movie I made stars Tony Goldwyn, Lauren Holly, Tom Lennon, Lance Barber, a who's who of comedy, some great Milwaukee and Chicago actors, as well as outstanding actors from Northeast Wisconsin that we cast and got so lucky with. The cast is outstanding. There's big laughs in the film. It's kind of a feel-good movie, and we shot it in Wisconsin in fall. Tony Goldwyn wore a mullet around the Pine Tree Mall in Marinette for 6 days. and he is Hollywood royalty. It was a blast to watch that. So come on out. The Bodines did the music for the film. Kurt Newman wrote a great score. This is all December 4th at the Atwood Music Hall. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7. John and Gordy will be there. I'll be there. Please come on out. It's going to be a really fun night. And some of the proceeds go to the Dane County Humane Society. Hey, we're coming right back with Rob Thomas, Madison film critic. Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite.
WGBW.FM.
Clear your calendars because there's another low-cost vet clinic coming up soon. It's Amanda with another new Wisco 411. Here to let you know that Friday, Safe Haven Pet Sanctuary is doing another low-cost vet clinic. This includes vaccines, microchips, and exams for dogs and cats. This is a first-come, first-serve event that needs to be set up in advance to secure your spot. So to learn what kind of vaccines they have available or to learn more about the service, head to WGBW.FM and click events.
Today's job market is full of demand for skilled trade workers. Electricians, welders, mechanics, these and other trades are the backbone of every community. They're also a huge part in making sure the Army National Guard is always fulfilling its mission of service to our country and communities. Soldiers train to keep the power flowing, engines running, and supplies moving. The skilled trades these soldiers perform are the same ones needed in today's civilian workforce. Army National Guard soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. With options from plumber to helicopter mechanic and everything in between, soldiers are able to select the trades that best fit their lives. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession and serve your community and country by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard, aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
I was stuck in a state of panic and endless rituals. So I made the call.
Mental health care works when you make the call. Visit mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Welcome back. This is Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba on a Tuesday night. We are jamming through this show tonight, folks. Going way too fast. This is a 3-hour show, but it's like humming along.
It's going fast.
I feel like I'm in the express lanes here. Kind of a traffic theme tonight, if you noticed. John Murray in the 608 says, "Evening, gents. I just love some Mr. Magoo. Foghorn Leghorn had a way with words, and Captain Caveman." Another one I forgot about. "Pulled an effing Cody bus out of his fur. He was badass." John said city bus. Okay, there we go. Cody bus. I didn't know what. All right. Thank you, John. He says so hard between Beavis and Butthead. Toss up, I guess. That's a great one. Leon from Oshkosh in the 920 says Pam Poovey from Archer. What was Archer? That was like the Jay Moore show?
Is that the Archie comics?
Maybe it means Archer. I don't know who Pam Poovey is. Either way, thank you, though, Leon. Appreciate that. All right. This is one of my favorite times on the show. We get to talk movies with our pal. He is a Madison-based film critic and the CityCast Madison newsletter editor. I was just talking about CityCast Madison in the last segment, and just a great publication. If you're in the Madison area, check it out. They have all kinds of really fun articles about Madison and what's happening there, and great deals and fun places to go, all kinds of stuff. And my next guest is the man behind all of it, and his name is Rob Thomas, and he joins us now over the stream. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Pete. I'm behind some of it. Just
You're behind. Well, you're the editor, right?
I'm
Don't
the
you
editor,
have
yeah,
finals?
but then-
Don't you get to boss people around?
I do not. I trust me.
on.
I do not. Yeah, and we have a podcast as well, and that's I'm definitely subordinate to that. But thanks. I really appreciate the kind words. Yeah.
No, I love it. It's a really fun read. You guys always have great stuff in your offerings. Let's start there. As a matter of fact, you have a great article for people who like live entertainment. The wildest and weirdest holiday shows in Madison. And you're running the gamut here. There's burlesque. There's a metal show, Cranksgiving. There's John Waters' Christmas, all kinds of fun stuff. What do you recommend for people that want to do something different?
This was such a fun article to write, and it was my editor or my executive producer's idea, because often, like I said, we have a daily newsletter and a daily podcast, and sometimes we try and make them go hand in hand. And we had actually a friend of mine, Lynn Pilch, who has a holiday burlesque show, which is hilarious. I saw it last year. Hilarious and sexy and fun. And if you ever want to see the movie Die Hard done as a burlesque act, this is the place to go. And I'm not kidding. So we were like, let's just do all the weird holiday stuff that's coming. Not like It's a Wonderful Life or Handel's Messiah, but like the weird stuff. And there's like a lot of weird stuff in Madison. The burlesque I would recommend. The other one is there's this annual show by a band called Waylon St. Palin and his Magic Elves. I think they've been doing it for like 20 years. It's Nate Palin, who I think moved away from Madison to like New York, but he comes back every year. Sort of this sleazy lounge singer, alter ego, sings lots of songs about Christmas and drinking and more Christmas, and it's so much fun. But yeah, I mean, there's like a Thanksgiving slaughter metal show, which really made me laugh. There's a lot of carnage at the table. Might as well celebrate it. There's Steel Panther, who's like a glam rock band who plays like Christmas songs of like Poison and Motley Crue wrote Christmas songs. It was really very fun article to put together.
That's a great angle. The metal bands or the hair bands that do Christmas tunes, like you kind of forget about them, but you get them all together. Right. That could be a really fun show.
Yeah, I can't repeat what they put in their 12 Days of Christmas. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah.
Okay. It's funny too that you say with the burlesque Christmas show that it was sexy. Like Christmas to me is like the least sexy holiday. I don't wanna equate Christmas with sex in any way. Like there's Halloween, kind of a sexy holiday. Yeah. Maybe Valentine's Day, sweetest day, but like I don't know, Christmas, like even Arbor Day is sexier than Christmas.
Interesting.
I
don't remind me not to spend Arbor Day with you.
I get a little frisky, Rob.
But there is that, Santa baby, it's cold outside. There is that sort of like, the kids have gone to bed and you've got a old fashioned or some mulled wine. There is sort of a horny element to Christmas, I think. They've done properly.
There's people out there fantasizing about the three wise men and whatever. I don't want to
know
what
mommy
happens.
Kissing Santa Claus,
Yeah,
all that, right? Yeah.
I guess so. Maybe I need to loosen up. So, all right. Well, that was a fun article. And then you also had 13 places to get Thanksgiving in Madison, which is fun because we just had Ellie on from Up North News that gave us places where people, the needy could go for a free Thanksgiving meal. This is not that, but it's for people who don't want to cook and do stuff.
Right.
At home.
And I think it's become a really popular thing where, like you said, some years people are just not into making a feast, and usually a Chinese restaurant will be open or something like that. But there's also these restaurants that will either be open on Thanksgiving and have like a big buffet, or like they'll sort of pre-make the meal and you pick it up the day before and warm it up and go watch the football game, and it's all ready when it's done. And we've done that a couple of years, and it's great. So yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of like some of Madison's nicest restaurants do it. So these are, it runs the gamut. Yeah.
No, you guys always have interesting articles. So we'll have more with Rob. We're going to do the news, and then we're going to come back. Rob, you and I might butt heads a little bit over Pluribus.
Ooh, okay.
I'm kind of in the minority because it's got like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I don't dislike it, but I have an issue, and I'm really excited to run it by you. So we'll talk about that, and then you've seen all these great movies. You've seen the new Wicked. So I want to get your take on that, too. We'll do that with Rob after the news. And then our question, folks, if you still want to get in, who is your favorite animated character or Pixar character? We'll ask Rob that, too, when we come back. This is Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite on the Civic Media Radio Network.
My Lord. Oh, my Lord. I really wanna know you. I really wanna go with you. I really wanna show you, Lord, that it won't take long, my Lord. Hallelujah, my sweet Lord.
From Denmark to De Pere, this is 97.9 WGBW.
ABC News, I'm Dave Packard. Congress passing a bill to compel the Justice Department to make the Epstein documents public. ABC's Jay O'Brien.
Chuck Schumer, the top Democrat in the Senate, went to the floor and he asked for unanimous consent that once this Epstein bill gets transmitted over from the House, where it passed some hours ago, that it be deemed as passed. He asked for unanimous consent. All it would have taken to stop that would have been one lawmaker coming up and objecting to that. No one did.
The next stop for the measure after the Senate would be President Trump's desk. Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia, at the White House today. It's the first time that bin Salman's been on U.S. soil since the murder of Jamal Khashoggi in 2018. The U.S. intelligence community said bin Salman ordered his murder. The NTSB now says a loose wire on the cargo ship Dali was the cause for its deadly crash into the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, causing its collapse. This is ABC News.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Partly cloudy tonight, a low in the mid-20s. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a high in the low 40s. Partly sunny for Thursday, a high into the upper 40s. Dry weather's expected to continue through the rest of the work week into the weekend. It's 24 right now.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
We are the National Park Foundation, and together with you, we're creating a future where every person, every generation, gets their chance at an unforgettable moment. Learn more at nationalparks.org/foundation.
Small businesses are the heart of America. As the nation's largest nonprofit resource of expert business mentoring, SCORE has helped millions of entrepreneurs build their businesses for free. Find a mentor today at score.org.
Teachers are diverse, skilled leaders, innovating to
Hey, this is Jamie McShane, and you're listening to Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba.
Welcome back. I'm Pete Schwaba. This is Nite Lite. Conrad Krieger working the board, celebrating everything good about life on a Tuesday here at Nite Lite, talking movies with our pal Rob Thomas, a Madison-based film critic. He is also the editor of the CityCast at Madison newsletter. So, Rob, okay, let's get back into this because first of all, I don't know where to start. Let's start with Pluribus because here's my, I thought it was one of the coolest pilots I've ever seen. I just thought it was creepy and I love Rhea Seehorn and the way, Vince Gilligan's great, obviously. His track record is Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I was so jazzed to see this, and I loved the first episode. I don't think it can follow itself. I've seen the next 2 episodes, and I'm just like, it's fine. And I know there's building to something, but it just couldn't follow that first episode, which was so amazing.
The first episode is one of the best first episodes of television I've seen in a long time. I think we've kind of forgotten because there's so much streaming now, like you drop a whole season. So like the first episode doesn't have to be strong. I think the way in the days of like network or cable where you really got to grab people right away. And it's incredible because it is like a riff on Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and it's so funny and scary at the same time.
Yes.
I think it is not hitting those heights. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if any show could. I'm totally invested in it though. I thought the second episode was really strong where real quick, it's basically the same alien virus has turned humanity to one big organism, basically all connected to each other, except for like a dozen people, including this very cranky romance author played by Rhea Seehorn.
Carol Sturka. Yeah.
Carol Sturka. Yeah. And she's sort of basically alone trying to like save humanity, and humanity's like, no, we're great. This is really, we're all happy, and there's no war, there's no crime, there's no poverty. And the second episode, you meet a few of the other people who are immune, and they're all like, this is great. And one guy's like, flying around in the Air Force One, and he's got a harem. Yeah. The last episode, the third episode that came out last week, I would agree kind of plateaued a little bit. But I think it did set up things that are really potential. I mean, it could go in so many different directions at this point that I'm just really interested to see where it goes. And it's created by Vince Gilligan, who made Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, which are 2 of the best shows of the last 15 years.
20 years, yeah.
20 years, yeah. So I've got faith that wherever it goes, it'll be really interesting. But it is like, he's not afraid to slow things down, right?
No,
sometimes
he's not.
And to me, that pacing is really interesting. But it can be if you're really hoping for more of a slam bang science fiction horror show, it can be a little confusing and frustrating. But I think there's 8 episodes in the first season, so I'm really interested to see where it goes.
Yeah, I agree, and I don't, I trust him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I think it'll ultimately end up being a really good show. But it is interesting, and I did the same thing here at Civic Media. I do these Hollywood Beats, and I do a Pete's Pick, and I had Pluribus 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I love the pilot, and everybody all the critics kind of went all in on the pilot. It's weird. It's not like a movie where you can judge the whole entity. It's like, this is, maybe can't follow itself, or maybe it ends up being a good show, but the pilot was great. It's kind of a different thing.
Right. Yeah. And that's one reason I have a hard time writing about TV as opposed to movies is you don't know how it ends. Right. So you recommend something and then you go back a month later, and you're like, oh, actually, never mind. That thing totally flamed out.
Totally.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Wicked. The second installment, or the sequel, I guess, Wicked for Good, is out. I loved Wicked. I thought it was really fun and had great energy. I didn't see the stage play, but I really did like the movie. What are we looking at? How did you like the second one?
I think I was a little more sort of mid on the first installment. This is like the play, so this will be the second act of the play, I guess. This new one, Wicked for Good, which actually isn't coming out until Thursday. I think I saw a sneak preview last night, but I like this half better. I mean, it's really like, and I know that like there are people who are so invested in Wicked and like have seen it over and over again in the last 20 years. And I feel so silly, like just being new to it and being like, oh, really? This is what it's about. It's like being like, oh, Star Trek. That's about a spaceship, right? I haven't really heard much about it, but it's really like they do a lot. Like it is both this very sincere, teary-eyed musical about friendship and this really audacious retelling of The Wizard of Oz. And it's like an anti-totalitarian political allegory. Like there's just so much going on. And it's really like, it's really interesting to watch how they pull it all together. And I mean, undeniably, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande are pretty spectacular in the two lead roles as Glinda the Good Witch and Elphaba the Wicked Witch. I'll put that in quotes, but it's super. I mean, it's super interesting. It's super colorful. Like I just found it more interesting now than when they were at school in the first half, which was sort of like, I don't know, it reminded me of like a young adult TV show. Like in this one, there's a bit of a time jump forward, and things that to me are much more interesting.
Oh, that's cool. I'm excited to see it now because, like I said, I did like the first one. I thought they were both great. I didn't know that Ariana Grande had comedy chops like that, though.
She's so funny. I mean, I think we've talked about when she's on Saturday Night Live, she destroys. Like she is so good, and you see a lot of that in the Wicked movies. Although this one, I think, she's allowed to be a little bit more emotional, I think, than in the first one, as well as funny. And then also, I think Jeff Goldblum is really great as the wizard. Like he's so like mischievous and like it's full Goldblum. Let's put it that way. And awesome. I think if you. I think if you're a fan of the musical, you will not be disappointed. I mean, you were right about your tickets if you're a fan of the musical, so doesn't matter what I say.
Did you like the first? Did you, when as a reviewer, did you review the first one positively?
I think I was, probably in the 2 to 2.5 star range.
Oh, okay.
And this one, I would say, I probably more 2.5, 3. I think it didn't really connect with me emotionally, but it was just so interesting to watch. Like, all these balls they're juggling in the air, and so that's kind of where I'm landing. Yeah, I think I'll have a review up tomorrow on my Substack. I'm working on it right now.
I was just going to your Substack right now to see if you already had reviewed it so I could cheat. All right, Rob Thomas is here. He's a Madison-based film critic and the editor of the CityCast Madison newsletter. Check out his work on his Substack, Not That Rob Thomas Substack, and or check out the CityCast Madison newsletter. All right, so you also recently saw, in our exchange earlier, I noticed that you saw our favorite soap mogul's new movie, Christie, starring Sydney Sweeney. So, it seemed like the reviews were mostly favorable, not off the charts, but I think it got a fresh rating. But even the New York Post, which is kind of a political, they lean right, and I thought they kind of chastised her. They said Sydney Sweeney defends her latest bomb, which seemed like they kind of were going after her. I'm like, I don't think that's a bomb. I mean, maybe it didn't make the numbers they thought it would, but what did you think of the movie?
I mean, I liked the movie, and I think she's great in it. It was clearly like an Oscar play for her to be taken more seriously, because it's one of those movies where she plays a real life figure, this really famous professional female boxer, Christy Martin, who was big in the 90s. But also what people didn't know is she was stuck in this really abusive relationship with her trainer / husband, who's played by Ben Foster. If you know him, like he just plays so many creeps in so many movies. Very, very good at it. Yeah, he's really, really good in it. And I liked it. I thought she was good. You know, it's a pretty downbeat movie, pretty sad. And so I'm not surprised that like they opened it really wide, and I'm not surprised that people didn't immediately warm to it. I think that the Rock's movie, The Smashing Machine, kind of had the same problem from like a box office point of view. It's like, is this what people want to see out of The Rock? But I thought Christie was a good movie, and I hope people do catch up with it. It may already be out of theaters at this point.
I think it's just like there's some envy. Like she's kind of this big sex symbol right now, immensely popular. Even if she doesn't tear it up at the box office, I think people almost like to see the pretty people fail, so to speak, maybe.
Yeah, and she's had some controversies with that jeans ad this year, and I don't think handled that well. So there may have been some backlash already brewing, and but like you said, just looking at the movie itself and her performance in it, like I'm totally sold.
Yeah. Do you agree with my assessment about the pretty people? I mean, you and I, people cheer for, but you know, someone like Sydney Sweeney, it's just.
Well, we're very pretty, and people cheer for us, so maybe we're the exceptions.
I think so.
I don't know. I mean, she certainly is like she really bulked up in this role and looks completely different from her jeans ad or her soap mogul stuff. So
she threw herself into the role by all
for
accounts,
sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Tell us about Nuremberg, because I haven't seen this yet, Rob, and it looks I've heard pretty good stuff.
Yeah, it's really good. It's based on the famous Nuremberg trials after World War II, when this international court held the top leaders of the Nazi Party and accountable. And it's interesting because a lot of it is about kind of the lead up to the trial. Like Michael Shannon plays a Supreme Court justice who came up with the idea of this war crimes tribunal, which they had never really done before, and bringing all the different countries together to put these leaders on trial. And then it also looks at this psychiatrist played by Rami Malek, who is meeting with these imprisoned Nazi generals and trying to learn like what makes them tick and why they did such evil things. And he develops a relationship with Hermann Göring, who was the number 2, the right-hand man of Hitler, basically, who's played by Russell Crowe, and like one of his best performances in,
that's what I hear,
15, 20 years. Like he really bulked up, and he plays this guy who's very charming, almost like an uncle type, and the tension between the two of them, because they each want something from the other, and it's sort of a dance between the two, as they're like they may recognize something human in each other, but they don't want to, especially Rami Malek. And then the second half of the movie is more the trial itself. It's really interesting. And the thing I noticed about it, especially in the first half, was for such a serious subject, it was pretty entertaining. Like there was humor in it. It reminded me a lot of A Few Good Men, the Aaron Sorkin written movie. They really tried to make a movie that was not just a history lesson, but something that was very entertaining and dramatic. So I quite enjoyed it, and I definitely recommend it. It's a longish movie, probably 2.5 hours, but I thought it was really well done.
That's fantastic. I noticed you did not see, or when I texted you earlier and I said I had seen a movie called Relay, you didn't say that you saw it, and I just want to make sure. Have you seen that film?
I did. Yeah. No, I saw it in theaters a few months ago. I think is it on streaming now?
It's on streaming now. I didn't even know it was in theaters. I don't know how that got past me, but I really liked it.
It's really good. Yeah. What's the guy's name? I'm blanking on his name.
David Mackenzie is the director.
That's
Riz
right.
Ahmed Let's pick up there. We got to do a very short break. And then
Great.
I want to ask you about this director, too, because he has another film out called Fuse that is getting really good reviews that I haven't seen either. So we'll talk to Rob Thomas about the Hell or High Water director, who also did Relay. He is here talking movies, and we always love when he is. It's Pete Schwaba and Nite Lite on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Let me love you. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
Is getting vaccinated on your to-do list? We can help you check that off. You've got this. Yes, you do. See how we've got you at yougotthis.usaging.org. A message from the Aging and Disability Vaccination Collaborative, powered by US Aging.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Every 15 seconds, someone is diagnosed with cancer. If it's happened to you or someone you love, the American Cancer Society can help at every step of the journey. Visit cancer.org today.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
The Elder Care Locator is here to help you live your best life as you age at home. Our call center advisors are ready to connect you with trustworthy local experts. Help is just a phone call away at 1-800-677-1116.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
Being blind doesn't look how others may think.
Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down. I know where to find support.
Learn more at fightingblindness.org. A public service message.
Welcome back to Nite Lite. I'm Pete Schwaba. Tomorrow night on the show, Paul Trebian will be here from, he's going to talk about this really cool folk festival that's coming up tomorrow. Shali Pittman, the Civic Media News Director, will be here to keep us posted on what's going on, and we'll just kind of get to know her. Shali's so much fun to talk about, or to talk, not to talk about. That's terrible. I'm not a rumor spreader.
No, you're not.
I'm just a Shali fan. She'll be here. And then Arthur Ersink from Wisconsin Foodie. And then from NBC 26, Door County reporter Hannah Lopez will be here. She's a fellow DePaul Blue Demon. Very excited to have Hannah on the show. That's tomorrow night on Nite Lite. Right now, we have a few more minutes with our pal, Rob Thomas. And Rob, we were talking about this director, David Mackenzie. I saw Hell or High Water. I think that's the only film of his I've seen before I saw this. Maybe I saw Citadel. But before I saw this... Relay, which I really liked. It was a great thriller.
Yeah, very felt like a 70s thriller. Like, we just lost Robert Redford, 3 Days of the Condor, or Parallax View with another one I really like, where Riz Ahmed plays this guy who's sort of like a middleman between corporations and whistleblowers who have stolen secrets but then want to return them, and right. He gets involved with this woman and who's being chased by these guys from representing this company who wants their secrets back. And it's one of those movies where like everybody is smart. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
he's smart, but then the guys chasing him are really smart as well. And it's this cat and mouse game as he's trying to keep, his clients safe and work out this deal, and you try to figure out what's going on. I also really enjoyed it. I think it was in theaters like in the summer and just came and went pretty quick, but definitely worth catching up on.
Definitely, and a great movie to watch at home. I mean, we rented it at home, and I wish there was a movie like that to watch every night. You know, it was just fun. His other film is Fuse, which came out recently about they find a World War II bomb that has not exploded yet in downtown London or something like that, and that's getting really good reviews, and I think you can stream that right now.
I've never heard of that one, so I want to catch up. I really I loved Hell or High Water. That's one of my fantastic movie. He made this, like, he never makes the same movie twice. Like, he made this historical drama called, I think it's The Outlaw King on Netflix a couple of years ago. So yeah, I'll have to track Fuse down.
Yeah, I'm just looking right here. I can't see. It's action crime drama, but I can't see where to watch it. So I thought it was in theaters a while back, which means it would be available to stream now, but it doesn't look like it is yet. Anyway, Rob, before we let you go, this 4-Star Video in Madison had a party recently. This is an actual video store that still exists. You can get VHS tapes, DVDs, Blu-rays, all this stuff. It's been there forever, right? And I met the owner at the Wisconsin Film Festival, and I've been trying to have him on the show, but I guess they had a big party last week or something. You wrote about it. Did you go to that?
I wasn't able to go, but yeah, it's so cool. The 4-Star Video has been around for 40 years.
Wow.
And it was like when Roger Ebert would come to town, he would stop by there, and they've always had like this great selection, and sort of incredibly they've survived. They've switched locations a couple of times, switch owners, but like I think in the era of streaming where people are like, well, why am I paying $16 for Netflix and then I can't see the movie I want to see or whatever? There are enough people into, the same way people are into vinyl. Some people are into Blu-rays or 4Ks to keep them going. And so they had a big party where they had all these former employees and customers come and tell stories about the movie they rented. And they had like a big scavenger hunt in the store. So it's a real gem in Madison. We're really lucky to have 4-Star.
That's so cool. And it's great that you wrote about it too and increased others' awareness about it. So thank you for that as well. Hey, are we going to see you on December 4th at the Atwood Music Hall for the Godfather of Green Bay?
I'm going to be out of town. I'm so upset because I know, man. I know. Going to
cancel it.
I mean, I'm going to Antarctica. Is that helpful at all? Like,
what?
I'm going on a cruise with my mom and my brother to Antarctica. So,
oh my gosh.
If I could be there, I would be, because I remember seeing it 20 years ago. Sold out Orpheum, and it was such a fun experience.
Yeah, the only problem with the Orpheum 20 years ago was that I think the sound actually caught up with the mouths moving a week ago Tuesday.
Right.
Oh, that was frustrating. But yeah, it was a fun crowd, and I think there was 12 or 14 or whatever. It was
crazy,
mind-blowing. It was fun. But I'm looking forward to this too, and it's should be a fun night. But that sounds like Antarctica. Like, what made you pick Antarctica?
It's my mom, man. She turned 80 and she's like this world traveler. She's been to this year alone. She's been to Sicily and Iceland, and yeah, she's intrepid. So I'm just along for the ride.
That's fantastic. Well, have a great trip.
Thanks, man.
And let's do this when you get back again, and we'll talk holiday movies and all kinds of fun stuff you got going on. Always fun, buddy.
Yeah, good to see you, Pete.
You too, Rob. Take care. All right, that is Rob Thomas. Check out his work. His Substack is Not That Rob Thomas. He does great movie reviews, folks. And check out CityCast Madison, the newsletter that Rob edits. Really great work. All right, Conrad. So we have all these clips we always mean to show, and then I start running my trap, and we never get to them.
Yes, that's true.
How do we, do I just need to talk less? I mean, this is talk radio.
Do we just play clips the whole show?
That's not fun either. I think we got to find a happy medium. We'll figure it out. But we'll have all kinds of stuff going on tomorrow too, folks. We'll catch you up on some sports in the 5 o'clock hour, maybe a little weather, maybe some fun news going on in Wisconsin, and then at 6 o'clock we're gonna light it up again with some Nite Lite.
That's true.
But we do it now for 3 hours from 5 to 8. It was great to have you with me. Thank you for your texts and calls, everybody. Thank you to Frank Hermans, Ellie Bordeaux, and Rob Thomas. On behalf of the lovable producer Conrad, I'm Pete Schwaba saying good night, Wisconsin.
To bring some loving here today. Yeah. Father, we don't need to escalate. You see, war is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Picket lines and picket signs, don't punish me with brutality.